Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
After I did you a fucking favor, bitch, you won't come on my channel, bitch, and be disrespectful? Bitch, go suck your husband's dick instead of being my fucking chat, trolling like a fucking thought. Because you're not gonna get that validation from me here, bitch. You bitches come on my channel, y'all think y'all can talk shit. No, you don't run nothing in this bitch. Since you want to be unruly, remove your moderator. Bitch, get the fuck off my channel. The only people after my shadow ban, the only people that really helped me out was Fresh and Fit. Like, they're the only people that, like, reached back to me. All the hundreds of people that I interviewed before, they could care less. Another thing, and that's another thing. Only me and LTTV, shout out to him, because that's a mutual friend of ours. Me and LTTV were the only ones, when the sex party thing, remember, Sarah Gavi talked about the cameraman in the back and they were having a sex party. Me and LTTV were the only ones who exposed that. Everybody else was quiet, like it didn't happen. I'm like, wow.
I follow LT. Shout out to LTTV. I follow a Duke, the Don, you know what I mean? So these guys, they react to this stuff and then they play it back and they slow-mo. They're like, oh shit, look. I'm like, oh shit, you're right. Look at these freaking zesty ass shorts. Wow. If I was just watching it, which I don't, I wouldn't have noticed, honestly. He got up so quickly. But these reaction channels, man, they freaking slow-mo. They'll catch you looking busted as fuck.
I don't know, Moxie.
I know that.
Maybe I have to make a phone call, see if I can get you Miami. And then you can tell that to Myron himself. How would you feel about that? But it was just kind of like YouTubers were, drawing the line in the sand. And if you didn't want to go along to get along, then, certain people wouldn't rock with you. And to me, I've always been my own man. I'm not a yes man. I do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Whether I rock with you or not, I will always do my own thing. And sometimes that rubs people the wrong way because the manosphere has this motto of, if I do some fuck shit, don't call me out. And if you do some fuck shit, I won't call you out. Well, then what the fuck is the point of being accountable then?
LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. Alright, so this one, I don't know what to think about this one. I first seen this, I was just like, what the hell was that? Nah, this one was super fucked up. We just seen Moxie release the interview. Shout out to Moxie with the interview. Shout out to SoloTv with that interview. That they did a great interview. They had a great conversation. A great conversation. Moxie was still working on the interview to edit it. She did some great edits into that video. Y'all need to check it out. I dropped it into the chat. So if y'all haven't seen it by now, just check it out after. But we're gonna react to a piece of it. We're not gonna react to the whole thing. So y'all make sure y'all react to or go watch the entire interview. This is fucked up. I'm like, y'all just did a collab. Shout out to SoloTv84. Shout out to Moxie Wits. I'm cool with both of them, but this is fucked up. This is one of those things where he said, yo, folks, this right here.
He has this motto of, if I do some fuck shit, don't call me out. And if you do some fuck shit, I won't call you out. Well, then what the fuck is the point of being accountable then?
Okay, so a little background. SoloTv84 was doing a stream and Moxie was talking in the chat, and something happened. She said something that he didn't like and he went off. We're gonna react to it in a second. There's not much backstory other than that. I was watching up like 12 minutes prior to that video. Solo gave me a shout out for some things, and they were talking about pretty much they were talking about whose divorce was it they were talking about? Shit. Jeezy and Jenny Mai's divorce. And then this happened.
Okay, Moxie, you know what? Since you want to be unruly, remove your moderator.
Okay, so I'm gonna play it all the way through. So we're gonna put everything into perspective. SoloTv84 deleted this stream, but as you can see, I still have a clip of it. I don't think that I would be able to just move forward with and just ignore this happening after a collab. That's kind of weird. We're not going to move like the manosphere folks and just try to hide the evidence and not be accountable and move on amicably. So I don't know if they're going to squash their problems. I'm still cool with both of them, but the lines were definitely crossed in this back and forth. So Moxie commented, bro, are you drunk? She played herself by airing out the details of her relationship like this. I think that's like this. This is very blurry. She probably caught the dude bottom squealing with the dude on top. So she left a comment. This is the comment that set off SoloTv84. I told Moxie that the bruh, are you drunk could have been seen as disrespectful. I have not spoken to Solo at all about this. So that could have been like disrespectful. You're questioning the man while he's in his stream, seeing if he's level-headed enough to make the comments. But you know, they especially for me at first, I'm like, I don't know what to think. I need more insight. So I held off. Yeah, Moxie said he was set off before that. I know, I was watching it. He was little comments though. He wasn't going off like this. This is when he really went off. I don't have the footage from prior because he took down the stream. Hopefully he'll reinstate the stream so we can see it, the whole footage. Nonetheless, I after seeing the interview, I'm like, y'all had a great interview. That can be clipped up, and that was some good work. That was a great interview. A lot of insight. Solo gave a lot of insight to the Red Pill in the Manosphere space because he was one of the earlier dudes in the Manosphere. So it was like, or the Red Pill space. But let me play the footage, y'all, so y'all can get some perspective of what happened.
Well, then what the fuck is the point of being accountable then? Okay, Moxie, you know what? Since you want to be unruly, remove your moderator. Bitch, get the fuck off my channel. You fucking unruly ass bitch. Matter of fact, let's get you the fuck away, bitch. Cause you know I'm not gonna, listen, I hate a fucking bitch. After I did you a fucking favor, bitch, you won't come on my channel, bitch, and be disrespectful? See, you just like a Janny Ma, bitch, cause you think you can run a nigga. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Fucking dusty ass whore. See, this is why I hate these dusty, raggedy ass bitches that be around bitch ass niggas that think they can run other niggas. I don't play that shit. Bitch, go suck your husband's dick instead of being my fucking chat trolling like a fucking thought. Fuck you, bitch. Because at the end of the day, you don't think I would disrespect you in person. I'm down with the smoke wherever I go. This is how I roll. But you think you can become on my channel and you think you Biggie Smalls? No, bitch. You better go to the fucking McDonald's and get some Big Macs and fries with that side order. Because you're not going to get that validation from me here, bitch. You bitches come on my channel, y'all think y'all can talk shit. No, you don't run nothing in this bitch. The fuck you talking about? I went up against Janae. Who the fuck is Moxie Wits? Once again, I went against Janae Moore. Who the fuck is Moxie Wits? Bitch, go suck a dick. Don't say nothing. I will air your ass out the fuck if I have to. I ain't got no problems doing that shit. Fucking $2 whore thinks you can come on my shit, talk shit. You bitches better bow down. This is not a fucking democracy. I'm Kim Jong-un on this bitch. You better recognize that shit. This is SoloTv84. Bitch! I'm on my Tommy shit. Tell that bitch.
Man said he's on his Tommy shit. He's on his Tommy shit. Listen, y'all, I'm not gonna play any drops. I know y'all are going off in the chat. I'm not gonna play any drops and try to play solo here. I'm not trying to play Moxie either. This was just fucked up. I'm like, y'all just had a great interview. Y'all haven't seen the interview. I gotta play a bit of the interview. We're gonna get into Oshay and Cynthia G later. Y'all were like, oh, Oshay could not cook Cynthia G, X, Y, and Z. We're gonna get into that later. But we have to cover this. They had a great interview. It seemed like they built a great rapport in the interview. I was just perplexed watching this. And it honestly sucks. These type of moments suck because it's like I'm cool with both of them. So it's like, as much as I want to hold folks accountable, I don't want to be cooking and talking shit. So I left the call-in link open. It's in the description. So if SoloTv84 is watching this or Moxie's watching this, they can call in at any time and speak their piece on the matter. I'm not taking sides to the point where I'm beefing each other, the content creators like that. We're not doing that. We're trying to settle this as in-house matter, but on air, because we're not pulling what the Manosphere guys do. They want to be unaccountable at every corner. But hold up, let me pull this up. Struggling out this bitch. Shout out to Moxie. We're going to react to a bit of this. We're not going to steal all the best parts. There were some great moments in this and some great editing. Let's start about here.
I just introduced them. If I put them together, knowing what I know now, I would have said it's cold. Everybody knows me for alpha male strategies. I was the one of the first people to interview Steph is Cold. Everybody.
Ramir says I'm being a diplomat. Got it. See, this is what I hate. This is what I hate. I hate being in this position. I am being diplomatic here. This sucks. This is.
He knows me for putting together Fresh and Fit, which I just introduced them. If I put them together, knowing what I know now, I would have signed those mofos under a contract. You know what I'm saying? Just to get 10%.
Yo,
but I helped out a lot of people. Yep. I helped out a lot of people when, they were trying to come up on YouTube. And the only people after my shadow ban, the only people that really helped me out was Fresh and Fit. Like, they're the only people that, like, reached back to me. All the hundreds of people that I interviewed before, they could care less,
Yeah, shout out to SoloTv84. He's been supporting the channel for a long time. When I had barely any subscribers, he was supporting from a long time. So shout out to him. I was calling out a lot of folks. Folks didn't want to be near me. They didn't want to platform me. They see me in the back of the StreamYards. They were dropping me instantly. So shout out to Solo. Let's get it.
And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because my thing is, if this is supposed to be men supporting other men, then I'm not asking for you to interview me in a channel. Just give a brother a shout out. And then people were saying, oh, you're salty. Oh, you're mad because you didn't blow up. And it's simply not that. It was simply a fact that, hey, when a lot of these YouTubers were nobodies, I gave them a platform, and you can't even shout me out. You know what I'm saying? And so it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And then also there were politics too behind the scenes, where, everybody knows now Fresh and Fit were beefing with Kevin Samuels behind the scenes, and then people had to pick sides. And the fact of the matter is, at that time, I wanted to be neutral as possible. I was cool with Kevin too, but me and Kevin, we weren't really that cool, even though we had done a show together, the 7 show, right? There were other people on it. And at that time, I was closer to Fresh and Fit than I was to Kevin, right? But there was a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people, and I don't really want to get into all of that because I don't, you know, it's just everybody knows now. It's public now. But it was just kind of like YouTubers were, you know, drawing the line in the sand. And if you didn't want to play, go along to get along, then, you know, certain people wouldn't rock with you. And to me, I've always been my own man. I'm not a yes man.
Yep, that was exactly my problem at that point in time. People wanted to play the go along to get along shit, and I was not about that. That's why I was ostracized from the community. They were not fucking with me at all. I was calling them out. I was like, wait a minute, Kevin Samuels, RIP Kevin Samuels, but we always have to bring this up because this is what happened. Kevin Samuels did the same thing Fresh and Fit did when it comes to copyrighting certain channels, and they let him get away with it. Lead Attorney and all these guys, they let him get away with it because of the relationships. So it's like they called him out on the one hand, but they didn't hold him accountable on the other. It was not principled. It was some picking and choosing who to hold accountable. It was kind of corny. So I was not fucking with that. And at that point, they were not fucking with me because I was calling them out. But it is what it is. I don't give a shit. Nonetheless, he was one of those folks that seen it from that point, and he was like, "Ah, this shit is not. Y'all are being fake," type shit. But let's get it.
I do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Whether I rock with you or not, I will always do my own thing. And sometimes that rubs people the wrong way because the manosphere has this motto of, if I do some fuck shit, don't call me out. And if you do some fuck shit, I won't call you out. Well, then what the fuck is the point of being accountable then?
What do you mean when you say fuck shit? Because that can mean a lot of things, right? It's like, what kind of fuck shit? Like,
I mean, it could be anything. Let's say a YouTuber starts beefing with another YouTuber. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so like this pretty much.
After I did you a fucking favor, bitch.
Let's skip all the coming up next and go right into... You gotta, for everybody that's late, we're gonna go over this a couple of times. See, this kind of sucks. Sorry, Moxie, we're gonna have to play this. He said some disrespectful things in the footage, but we're gonna have to hear it multiple times. This is what sucks about the content creation game.
Okay, Moxie, you know what? Since you want to be unruly, remove your moderator, bitch. Get the fuck off my channel. You fucking unruly ass bitch. Matter of fact, let's get you the fuck away, bitch. Cause you know I'm not gonna. Listen, I hate a fucking bitch. After I did you a fucking favor, bitch, you won't come on my channel, bitch, and be disrespectful. See, you're just like a Janny Ma, bitch.
All right, so I'm going to give my opinion. Everybody's not gonna feel or think the same way about this. Everybody's not gonna think the same way because everybody has different views on how to handle different people. For me, I don't think the reaction was warranted from the comments. I think the comment may have pissed him off. If I was in a certain mood, that could have pissed me off too. That could have been seen as disrespectful. But the way he reacted, it was too much disrespect. It was a little weird to me. I watched it. I was baffled. I was perplexed. The fact that I was perplexed and I was like, what is going on, should be some sort of indicator to me that it was kind of overboard at that point. But see, it's hard to be diplomatic. I got to keep it a stack and say it how it is. Well, let's get it.
Cause you think you can run a nigga. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Fucking dusty ass whore. See, this is why I hate these dusty, raggedy ass bitches.
I think that Moxie was not being fully receptive to the message that he was trying to give out because he was trying to talk about where black men are not all monolith, and he was trying to speak from a... I don't really know because I don't have the footage to react to it again, but... I don't know. She wasn't being receptive, and that set him off. That was a little too much, but who knows, man?
Cause you think you can run a nigga. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Fucking dusty ass whore. See, this is why I hate these dusty, raggedy ass bitches that be around bitch ass niggas that think they can run other niggas. I don't play that shit. Bitch, go suck your husband's dick.
Moxie, you said I was wrong. Please call in and provide some perspective. I seen it. I only seen it once. He deleted the footage. Usually when I do these reactions, I'm able to comb over it and see it a multitude of times, so I know exactly what happened. But he took the footage down. This was the part that I got, and this was the part where he started going off. There was a part following it later in the stream where he went off, but I didn't get to see all of it. So there's that. Moxie, if you can please provide some more insight by calling in, that would be helpful. SoloTv84, if you want to call in and provide some insight, that will also be helpful. I don't know where y'all are at in y'all YouTube relationship, but this was a good interview. Y'all said y'all could not see the words because it was too blurry, and I keep stopping it. I'm going to play it through one more time. But the words were, Moxie said, "Bro, are you drunk?" She played herself by airing out the details of her relationship like this. She probably caught the dude bottom squealing with a dude on top. So those were the comments. She was giving her perspective. She didn't quite agree with what he was saying on the matter when it came to Jeannie, Mai, and Jeezy. He said at the end he was on his Tommy shit, but he deleted the stream, so I don't know if he was... I'm not sure. Let me go back a little bit.
Okay, Moxie, you know what? Since you want to be unruly, remove your moderator. Bitch, get the fuck off my channel. You fucking unruly ass bitch. Matter of fact, let's get you the fuck away, bitch. Cause you know I'm not gonna... Listen, I hate a fucking bitch. After I did you a fucking favor, bitch, you won't come on my channel, bitch, and be disrespectful? See, you just like a Janny Ma, bitch, cause you think you can run a nigga. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Fucking dusty ass whore. See, this is why I hate these dusty, raggedy ass bitches that be around bitch ass niggas that think they can run.
Moxie, I have not spoken to him. I don't know how to get a hold of Solo TV outside of the Discord. Let me hit him up in the Discord.
I'm other niggas. I don't play that shit. Bitch, go suck your husband's dick instead of being my fucking chat trolling like a fucking thought. Fuck you, bitch. Because at the end of the day, you don't think I would disrespect you in person. I'm down with the smoke wherever I go. This is how I roll. But you think you can become on my channel and you think you Biggie Smalls? No, bitch. You better go to the fucking McDonald's and get some Big Macs and fries with that side order. Because you're not going to get that validation from me here, bitch. You bitches come on my channel, y'all think y'all can talk shit. No, you don't run nothing in this bitch. The fuck you talking about? I went up against Janae. Who the fuck is Moxie Witz? Once again, I went against Janae Amore. Who the fuck is Moxie Witz? Bitch, go suck a dick. Don't say nothing. I will air your ass out the fuck if I have to. I ain't got no problems doing that shit. Fucking $2 whore thinks you can come on my shit, talk shit. You bitches better bow down. This is not a fucking democracy. I'm Kim Jong-un on this bitch. You better recognize that shit. This is SoloTv84. Bitch. I'm on my Tommy shit. Tell that bitch.
Emotional damage.
All right, I had to do that. Y'all are calling for it. I had to do that, y'all. No. Yo, I hate this diplomatic shit. Fuck, god damn it. Listen, y'all. Everybody has a different way of running their channel. That's why he said he's on his Tommy shit. That's some shit Tommy would do. That's some shit Tommy would do. Everybody has a different way of running their channel. So it is what it is, man. This is YouTube. The feature says that's not normal. That was... He was angry. They did a long... It was an hour and a half interview. It was one of those interviews where it keeps the retention up. It doesn't have many dull points. The editing and everything's sharp. So it's a good interview. I don't know. He's like, he did her a favor. I don't know. Don't make excuses for these dust balls. Okay, so Moxie's clearly not fucking with him at all. And listen, I would not... He disrespected Moxie, disrespected Moxie's husband. I would not be surprised if they don't come back from that. It is what it is. I know this is the internet shit, but you cross certain lines, you can't come back from certain lines. It is what it is. That's their relationship. Nobody's forcing people to be friends out here. They did their one collab. From the first collab, some folks might want to see more because it was a good collab, but that was a crazy reaction. Yeah, Moxie's gonna call in. Shout out to Moxie. I have the side view camera set up for the call in. Jesus Christ, this is always rough. I need to do a dedicated call-in show, so this is all set up. Yo, it is what it is, man. Whoever calls in, y'all are gonna see like the side of my face and the mic. my apologies. It is what it is. I don't have another camera facing this direction, but we're gonna get to the Cynthia G Oshay shit later. Y'all hit the like button. Likes are looking rather dusty out here. All right, Moxie's gonna need 2 minutes. That's all right. Now let's get back into that interview they did. They did a great interview. Now I might have some recency bias because I just seen it, and it was a great interview. Where were we at? Let's just stamp this arbitrarily.
Fear has this motto of, if I do some fuck shit, don't call me out, and if you do some fuck shit, I won't call you out. Well, then what the fuck is the point of being accountable then?
What do you mean when you say fuck shit? Because that can mean a lot of things, right? It's like, what kind of fuck shit? Like,
I mean, it could be anything. Let's say a YouTuber starts beefing with another YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? For example. Or, you know, I remember once, you know, AMS telling me, and I've already made this known, AMS telling me that, well, since Kevin doesn't rock with Fresh and Fit, I don't rock with Fresh and Fit. Steph doesn't rock with Fresh and Fit. I was told this, right? So basically what AMS was saying is, because Kevin Samuels doesn't rock with F&F, he don't rock with F&F either. But then when Kevin Samuels died, 2 months later, you're an F&F. You know? So it's just stuff like that where content creators don't want to be held accountable. And me personally, I don't really, like I said, I'm not a yes man. I will call it out. So it is what it is. And unfortunately, because I've become more critical of people, now I've kind of been, you know, blackballed from, you know, having with a lot of content creators rocking with me. But, you know, to me, it doesn't really matter because, you know, we've seen a lot of these content creators get exposed for being frauds, for being scammers, you know, criminals and all of that. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to drag people. That's not what I'm trying to do. But
damn it. I was hoping you were. I was hoping you were going to get a little messy.
Nah,
But,
you know.
You want to keep it sexy. That's what I call keeping it
Yo, the water bottle was a victim to the green screen. That's hilarious.
sexy. Like, you want to just, you know, right? You don't want to cheat too much. You don't want to expose the
I mean,
you know, somebody.
I think, Moxie, you already know. You can read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, I mean, it's just like we're at a stage now where.
Now y'all are cooking Solo in the chat. Y'all are cooking. We support Solo out here. This was not a good look. Definitely not a good look. But it seems like the chat has decided right now.
We're putting you on probation. We're putting you on probation.
Yikes.
You know, I understand there are a lot of young men out here that are frustrated. They don't, you know what I'm saying? A lot of young men that are not, that feel like they've been misled by society, and rightfully so. A lot of men that are confused, right? But unfortunately, the messengers that are spreading the message, not all of them are, in my opinion, are qualified to spread the message. You know what I'm saying? So at the end,
CJOJ, you says it's not normal to go off like that. This is why I am happy to have at least one of the two call in to provide some more insight so I can know the extent to their work relationship. Like, I don't know how it got from this cool interview to what it got to from a couple of words in the chat. I don't know. It was bizarre to me. It was perplexing.
the end of the day, you know, you hear the same type of conversation about high value man, but all that talk and conversation is all materialistic and based off of superficiality. There's no substance to that conversation. It's always about, I need a 6-figure guy, or you need to make 6 figures as a man to be considered high value. And real talk, some of the most low value people I know are some of the richest ones I know personally that are scumbags. So because you make money, in my opinion, doesn't make you high value, it just makes you high earning. But those two always get conflated. And when you start to talk about character, principle, integrity, stuff like that, honesty, loyalty. Nobody really talks about that. But everybody wants to talk about high value man, this high value man, that. And, you know, the whole conversation then gets lost in the sauce. 90% of people who are watching that, by that metric, they will never even qualify to be a high value man. It's only 10%.
Okay, so the feature says if that's indicative of how he calls out FS, then being blackballed would be a no-brainer.
Of people, if I'm wrong, are making 6 figures, right? So it's just a lot of coke. Now, obviously, my definition of a high value man is different than the average person in the manosphere, because to me, I look more I'm looking at a person's character. Are you loyal? Are you honest? Are you a person that, if it's time to, you know, if we're in a situation, if it's time to knuckle up, you gonna have my back. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these YouTubers, they don't even live what they preach. Just look at Anton Daniels. Uh-oh. Said a name.
Yep. It's facts though. Anton Daniels, we already know about Anton Daniels.
Hell no! Trash ass nigga.
Tampon Daniels, Scamton Daniels. I mean, oh my God. Antwat, like there's so many names for.
He got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
This guy, and like this bag chasing course, I've heard not great things.
Whoa.
At all. And the real estate shit, yeah. It was like some bag chasers, like I don't know about. He's like he calls it bag chasers or whatever, and like I think like it's like some monthly. I think it's like on his page.
It's a monthly finesse, y'all. He puts people on this program like.
Let's rob that nigga, man.
Yeah, sure.
Wow, how did Moxie get this? Early adopters, $9 a month. What are we doing out here? Wait, seat at the table, $49 a month. Sold out.
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
Direct access to Anton.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
Patreon or something, or like there's some like bag chasing thing that he like gives advice on real estate, and some people exposed them. They were like, dude, you don't know shit. But I don't know. You know what, I don't want to say, yo, the guy doesn't know jack shit, because you know what, I didn't partake in that, like, bag chasers course or whatever the fuck it is. But I didn't hear good things. There's a lot of fake it till you make it.
You did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
Especially in YouTube, because it's like everybody could just turn on their computer, get a mic, get a like ring light, and all of a sudden you're a freaking expert.
Oh shit, my bad. We got Moxie on the line. Give me 1 second, Moxie. Let me set this up real quick. All right, we got Moxie in the building. What up, Moxie? So what do you think after seeing that once again? And where do you stand with Solo now after that interview and after that weird back and forth in that comment section? Oh, shit. I'm sorry. You're muted. Let me fix that. All right, there we go.
Can you hear me well?
Yeah. I can turn you up if you need me to.
I can turn myself up.
Oh, facts. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so you want to know where I am at with him? I mean, I think he's going maybe through something, because literally, like, it came out of nowhere. And he even said in the interview that, he has, like, issues. And that's why he's single. And, I know that you're trying to cape for your boy right now. But for me, I'm a big girl, but I'm not an emotional bitch like that. I'm a professional. You won't catch me screaming from the top of my lungs like a lunatic. I mean, I would love for you to get, the chat, get access to the chat and see, exactly what happened and what transpired, because you will see like it came out of nowhere. And I think it's because
seen the chat. I just don't have the chat. When he did what he did, he blocked you and deleted the messages. I had to go over it as quickly as I could because I was like, wait, what the fuck's going on here? But I don't, like, there was a bit of back and forth, and then there were some people in the chat that were saying chill, but I didn't see it going to where it went. I don't know how it. I would love if he just reinstated the video and not privatized it or called into.
I would love if he didn't, because it's not a good look for him, and it's indicative of why maybe people don't want to fuck with him. Because at the end of the day, for him to be like, oh, who the fuck is Moxie, what's blah blah blah, like, you have to understand, I have a career. Like, I just got on YouTube a month ago, like. You know what I mean? Like, so for him to say that, I mean, having a YouTube channel doesn't mean you're anybody in life. A lot of these people are freaking dusty as fuck.
Okay, we got SoloTv84 in the chat right now. Solo, can you call in, please? Because I've announced it many times.
I'm not painting myself a victim. I actually, like, you could talk to your boy, LT, he's the one that put this together, and people want to know why you went off like a bitch. And if you're gonna curse, me out like that, like, you gotta look at yourself, and maybe that's why you're single.
Okay, so if we're gonna do the conversation and he comes up, we're gonna have to refrain from the name calling and
please.
I'm talking to you too, Moxie. Like, hold up. We got a super chat though. Hold up, give me a second.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to CJOJ with the $3 super chat. I think he was triggered by the "Are you drunk?" That's what I thought initially. I thought you were judging his ability to speak on the platform, like he was intoxicated, he was delusional. I don't know. I'm like, maybe that's what set him off. But Solo, the link is pinned to the top of the description. I ain't trying to start. I'm not trying to milk this as some beef shit. I'm really trying to be. I'm trying to be as. I'm sorry.
I said it's so stupid and it's really fucking ghetto. Like, to see somebody go there, like, go off on the internet, he literally did everything that I spoke to him about. I was like, listen, I've seen black men in the manosphere go off on black women. I've never seen this in life from any other race. And I was like, matter of fact, I never saw any black men in life do it. I see it on the internet. What does he do? He turns and does the same exact thing. It's like, I don't know if he can't pay the rent. I don't know if he's having money problems, but it's not my fault.
See, this is the thing.
Get it together.
I thought it was only happening in the black manosphere, and then I started to expand my horizons a bit when it comes to looking around the YouTube space, when it comes to these conversations in these panels. The same type of conversations happens in a lot of these spaces, and I wouldn't call it white manosphere because it's a bunch of people. There's white, Asians, blacks, everybody in those type of spaces, but it happens in other spaces, and it gets way worse. It gets way more racist. So I look at shit, I'm like, yo, this shit's been happening. Like, it's pretty dusty out here. Grape Hill kind of enlightened me to a couple of different areas, but it's like, it's real dusty on these platforms. This type of shit is reserved for the internet, though. That's the thing. We like to get on these platforms and purport it like this is the black community, or this is the way black men are talking to black women, or black women are all misandrous and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that's not the case. That's these internet forums where people are just appeasing their crowds and their fan bases. And it's like, it gets a little loony, but it's not a reflection of reality. SoloTv84, I don't know if he's still in the chat. I don't know if he wants to actually talk about this. I don't think he actually gives a fuck at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, look, at the end of the day, if you want to send over, the only reason why I called in first and foremost is because LT put this thing together. It's not like he came to me and told me he was going to put it together. He put it together. So, people hear you screaming off the top of your lungs like a lunatic, just not a good look. Really isn't. So.
Can you enlighten me to the conversation that was happening prior, but right after? Damn, I'm getting super chats. Well, not damn, that's good. Hold on, let me read this real quick.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Brother Jumbie with the $5 super chat. Mans had no reason to be that pressed like that, but in my opinion, that was fragile incel behavior, especially after all that self-work talk he spit. Okay, so Brother Jumbie was also in the chat, the premiere, so he's seen the entire interview that I was reacting to, the one with you and Moxie with. So I mean, with you and wrong name, SoloTv. Shout out to CJ OG with the $3 super chat. Says, but LTTV, he's walking around with that anger though. See, that's the thing. I don't. Okay, so he's on set. Okay, perfect.
I'm getting rich.
Solo, can you cam up real quick so I know that's you and not Feeds?
I'm not going cam up. I think you can.
Oh no, I can hear you.
I'm in the dark room.
No, I can hear you, so it's cool. I know it's not Feeds. All right, I'm gonna pull you up on camera. Well, I don't have to pull you up because you're not actually showing camera, but okay. So what up, Solo? What do you got to say on this? You see, I'm trying my best to be diplomatic. I'm not trying to drag your character at all. I fuck with both of y'all, but
it's a very simple situation. I was talking about the fact about the Jenny Ma Young Jeezy situation and how black men.
Time out for a second. Time out for a second. If this guy is going to talk about accountability while I'm interviewing him and I took my time out, he's not even going to show his dusty face, there's nothing to discuss. So.
Wow. See, so now you're already trying to gaslight to control the narrative.
What are you talking about? Look at you.
Okay, hold on, Moxie.
I'm in the dark room.
Hold on, Solo. Hold on, Moxie. Hold on, Solo, real quick. Solo, you're gonna get to speak your piece. Moxie, don't interrupt him. Y'all refrain from.
Listen. I'm gonna be in the chat.
Listen,
okay?
he does his show with no cam. He's like, it's like asking Jason Black to cam up because he comes to my show. This is how they do their show. I'll make that exception.
Not Jason Black. But hold on a second, LT. Now I know you've been compromised. Okay, let somebody talk to your mother like that, or your wife, or your girl, and see how you fucking act. This is so fucking ghetto. I'm gonna be in the chat. Have a beautiful evening. This man isn't gonna show his face, so I don't think there's anything left to discuss here. Thank you.
So now I've been compromised. Y'all put me on probation. What's going on here?
We're putting you on probation. We're putting you on probation.
Because LT, she knows I'm about to come with the facts. That's why she ran off.
I think it's easier this way, actually, because y'all can speak your piece. I don't think y'all are communicating well. See, this is the thing. What is one supposed to do in a situation like that other than call the person out for when you think it's wrong? Moxie saying that I'm being compromised or whatever. I don't know about that, but Solo, I want to get your opinion because I don't want to get into no long diatribe. We've heard what Moxie had to say about it, but limited because we didn't have you here at the time. What do you got to say about this so we can get some perspective?
The reason why she ran off is because Shorty knows that she's wrong. I was talking about the Young Jeezy Jenny Ma situation, and I was talking about a very taboo topic about the fact that black men, we can't be vulnerable with our emotions when it comes to women, because Jeezy, when he was in that relationship with Jenny Ma, he was doing all types of stuff, right? He was sending her flowers to her workplace, declarations of love in public. Anybody who knows Young Jeezy's music, like I grew up on Young Jeezy's music, right? He's like the NBA young boy of my era. So we know that Young Jeezy, he was not that type of dude to do that. But for a black man to open up himself emotionally to a woman like that, he got a lot of heat for it. All of a sudden, here comes Moxie's face in the chat, calling me a bunch of Sims for no reason, just being disrespectful. And I'm just like, see, this is exactly the point I was talking about, that as soon as a black man starts opening up emotionally, now we're looked at as Sims. So she was proving my point. And then, Moxie doing what she do, she just kept talking to me, oh, you're drunk, you're this. And at that point, I don't care who you are. You come on my channel disrespecting me, I'm going to violate you.
Okay, so...
That's facts. That's why Shorty ran off. And she's trying to paint herself as the victim. Like I said, the reason LTTV, I took that video down is because everybody knows I'm shadow banned, I'm demonetized. So I put my content on Patreon. It's not that I was ducking anything. A lot of my live streams go on Patreon.
So it's on Patreon right now?
This chick came on my channel, started talking shit. I checked that shit at the door, and now she ran off. Y'all saw how she ran off? That's facts.
Wait, so Solo, the video is currently on Patreon right now.
Yes, it is.
How much is your Patreon?
It's $5 a month, bro.
All right, so I'm gonna have to grab that video.
Yes, the camera loves your
I'll send it to you if you want.
Okay, yeah, because I wanted to see it, man. Because I remember reviewing the chat, and there was some back and forth. I think you offhand referred to her as a bitch prior to that moment when she was saying you're kind of simping or whatever. I think that you guys were taking light shots. I thought it was banter at the moment when I was reading through it.
Nah, bro. Like I said, as a black man, as soon as you talk about like being vulnerable with women and being romantic, all of a sudden here you got a non-black woman coming on calling me a bunch of simps, this and that. She's not even married to a black man that I know of. But this is the problem with black men. We can't be positive in our masculinity by opening up emotionally or being vulnerable because we're laughed upon. We're called simps, this and that. And so at that point, look, she can talk all that shit on her channel, but on my channel, I got certain rules. And if you don't, like I said, my channel is not a democracy. My channel is a dictatorship. So if you don't abide by my rules, then you got to go.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Everybody runs their channel differently. Do you think that by the comments that you made, do you think you went too far though when you disrespected her and her husband and the comments that you made, calling her a $2 hoe or whatnot?
Be real. I don't apologize for how I felt, but I do apologize. Some of the comments were definitely out of line. Definitely. But anybody who knows me knows that I'm a very direct person. I don't play that bullshit. And at the end of the day, like, shorty, watch your mouth. Be respectful. I gave you an interview. You're new to the YouTube space, and I just don't like the energy that she carrying herself like she already is 100,000 views in or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you're not going to come on my channel and then because you don't like what I'm saying, call me an ad hominem by calling me a bunch of simps and don't think I'm going to check that shit. Because as soon as you take the gloves off, I'm going to take the gloves off. And when I take the gloves off, it's not going to be nothing nice. It's very simple.
I get it. Every channel is different. Everybody operates different with their channels. I try to tell people that everybody operates different, but I'm just seeing it from a perspective of, okay, y'all just did a nice interview. You guys went back and forth. You know what? This is too diplomatic. This is killing me. I've already had a headache today. This is entirely too diplomatic. I don't know what to do here. It seems like y'all don't fuck with each other, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not even gonna try to talk y'all into this because y'all had a great interview. Blah blah blah. At the end of the day, it doesn't seem like she wants to squash the issue. You don't want to squash the issue.
I said, LTTV, when you, I'm gonna send you the video, bro. When you hear the part, you're gonna see that Shorty's in the wrong because at that point, I'm talking about black men. We can't be vulnerable. And Shorty thought it would be funny to make a joke or be unruly, and I checked that. And then Shorty kept talking, and I'm like, nope, we're not doing that today.
All right, so this is the thing. This is the thing. Sorry.
We can't profess our love publicly for a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because we're looked at as simps or weak. And I definitely don't take no disrespect from non-black women. You must be out your fucking mind if she thinks a non-black woman could come on my channel talking crazy.
Okay, so I'm gonna give a little bit of feedback in a second, but I got a quick super chat I gotta get to. Shout out to Gore with the $5 super chat. SoloTV did hold on, let me read this. Solo, what did she say exactly? As soon as she said he was on his AM shit, I knew he was a bozo. He is clearly unhinged and irrational. He didn't say he was on his AM shit. Didn't you say you're on your Tommy Sotomayor shit? You didn't say you're on your Angry Man shit. But yeah, so that's what the super chat says. Shout out to Gore with the $5 super chat. See, this is the thing. The manosphere space, we cook them all day, every day for saying that y'all should not bring your emotions and feelings to the platform and look for coddling online, because online there's going to be trolls and all sorts of folks. So I don't know if it was keeping the same energy with Moxie in the chat, like, oh, we don't want to hear that shit, but everybody has their platform. It's a confusing one for me. I'm killing myself trying to be diplomatic. But do you think that she has any validity to the stances she was taking in the chat? Do you think that she was dealing with more of the issue and how you were dealing with the issue and the content and it wasn't that personal? Do you think that you took it a step too personal?
I'm talking about a black issue, and the non-black woman wants to put her input on it, calling me a simp. And I don't expect a non-black woman to understand what I'm talking about from the black man's perspective because she's not black. And so that definitely triggered me.
But this is the thing, Solo. Hold on. I'm going to have to hold you accountable for a second. You chose to ingratiate yourself with Moxie. You chose to do the interview with Moxie. You chose to give Moxie a wrench.
What does that have to do with my live stream?
You gave her a wrench on your channel.
Young Jeezy and Jenny Ma.
I'm saying that you gave her a wrench on your channel. You ingratiated yourself with her. You know that she's not black. Well, she's like part black. There's a small percentage. But I'm saying, so you did all of that. So
let's put it into context, though. See, and this is why I wish, like I said, I'll send you the video. I was talking particularly when she was commenting on black men, on a black man's issue, right? Because, and this ain't even because I'm not the manosphere. I left that space over 2 years ago. Yeah. I was talking about the fact that black men can't be vulnerable, black men can't be open emotionally to their women. This is a black man's topic that I was talking about. If she didn't like what I had to say, okay, cool. Ain't no reason to call me a bunch of simps in my own chat. Like, watch your mouth. Because I don't play that.
You were saying black men couldn't be emotional to their women, not online, like a safe space online. You were saying to their women. Okay.
Because young Jeezy, I mean, I showed the whole video of how he proposed to her. You know, he had the flowers and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a series that I'm starting. So it is what it is, bro. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to apologize to this chick. She should be apologizing to me. I'm not squashing anything. Like I said, the only one who should be apologizing is her for being out of her damn mind, thinking she can come on my channel and talk crazy and think I wouldn't check that at the door, because I don't care who you are. I would say that to her face. Anything, listen, about me, LTTV, anything that I would ever say online, I would say personally, in person.
Let me tell you the way, let me tell you my take on it personally, the way I think about it. It's like you want an apology from her, but if this is the way I see it, because I'm not going to absolve her of her doing on your channel and you know, crossing the line, pushing too much back on your channel. This is the thing. It's like she slapped you and then you shot her, and then you want her to apologize for the slap, but she's still bleeding from the shot. So
but I'm not expecting an apology. See, you know what I'm saying? So at that point, you go your way, I go my way. I'm not going to say nothing about you, and you don't say nothing about me. Keep it friendly. But next time you think you can talk in another man's channel, you're going to think twice about it, because you think you're going to throw some slick shots. When I was talking about something that was something that a lot of black men can't really talk about publicly, which is being vulnerable. Even the manosphere don't talk about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the last person that I want to hear criticism from when it comes to black man's vulnerability is from a non-black woman. That's facts.
I'm just thinking that I don't know what you expected. I think you expected her to be mute in your chat. Like, you brought her over to your channel. She's a mod on your channel. You did that's what I'm kind of confused about. I think I would have.
LTTV, this is the biggest point. Like, she can say what she wants to say, but as soon as you start throwing, oh, you're a simp, you sounding like a incel simp, blah blah blah, because I'm saying something you don't like, so you want to disparage me in my own chat. LTTV, I see you yelling at people all the time as well when they be talking crazy in your chat.
Yeah, it's facts.
Part of the game, bro.
That's facts.
You feel me? So at the end of the day, I don't care if you are a moderator. I don't care if you're black, white. Don't come in my chat calling me a bunch of sims and incels when I say something that doesn't fit your narrative or you don't like what I'm saying. Just be like, yo, Solo, I disagree. Keep the sims, incel, ad hominem, keep all that out of it. But then you want to keep poking the bear. Well, you woke the bear up today, bitch. So that's where we're at with it.
There's a part of that. There's a part of what you're saying that I agree with, because people are free to disagree with me all day, but I tell folks to time out folks that are just blatantly disrespectful. They're not disagreeing. They're being disrespectful. They're pretty much talking shit. But that's randoms generally. But I'm thinking, like, sometimes the people that have wrenches, the people that I banter with, we talk shit to each other because we're cool. We've cultivated a certain level of rapport, a certain level of relationship where we're okay, we know it's not coming from such a terrible place. We're just kind of trying to hold accountable or call people how we see it. So I thought that's what it was. So when I was witnessing it, it was perplexing. I thought even running this show that we can get everything back into the fold, but clearly not.
Like I said, bro, I don't have no beef with this chick. She can make videos, whatever. I won't respond. I mean, she's not worth my time. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, like I said, you disrespected me, Moxie. Let's keep it a buck. I called you out. You didn't like it because I'm not your husband. I'm not going to kiss your ass. You didn't like it. I checked you on the shit. You got pissy with me, and I violated you. It's very simple. You throw stones first, you better make sure you don't miss. That's facts.
Yo, is there a way you could send me the video in the Discord or somewhere?
I gotta.
Oh, know what you can do? You could unlist. You could put it on unlisted, and then you could send it to me directly, so only I could see it, and I won't send the link to anybody else. Or I could. I want to react to that. I want to see exactly what happened.
Actually, you know what? I think I took the video down from YouTube. I'm not. Matter of fact, is there any way you can type your email in the chat? I'll just email it to you.
Oh, okay, that works. Hold up. Let me put that in the chat. Are you in the chat still currently, or are you still in this video? Because the video is a little messy. It's kind of hard to stay. But yeah, I put it in the chat. Oh shit, that's the wrong email. I use multiple emails. Hold on, let me send it to this one instead. Shit, I fucked up the .com. Hey, yo, what's going on?
Now, I mean, but to me, it's very telling that as soon as I come up here, she's running, and everybody's calling me weak and
Nah, this is the thing.
But yet, as soon as I come up here, Shorty ran because Shorty knows she's in the wrong.
Nah, this is the thing. Solo. Hold up. I have a cameras on rule, so everybody has to speak with a cam, so everybody has to say it chest out. It's easier to say and get into your bag of just cooking people when you're not on camera. So folks like to speak to one another with the camera on. So I wouldn't call that running from her. I think she disparaged my name a little bit by saying that I've been compromised because it didn't go her way. So we're going to have to speak about that later. But nonetheless, yeah, you have to. I understand her dropping off because you didn't cam up. So that is a rule that I'm breaking right now because I really want the insight. I wanted to know what the hell happened here. But
I mean, it's no, like I said, I'm not here to make friends or make amends. I just came here to say my side of the story, to say what happened. And once again, she proved the point. You know, people can call me soft or whatever, but that, once again, you've proven my point that black men can't be vulnerable. Black men can't express their love to their women. This is exactly what happened with Jeezy. So once again, everybody in the chat, y'all proving my point again. So it is what it is, bro.
To be honest, I think black men can. I think they just have to not give a fuck what people say. You got to do it chest out and be like, yo, it is what it is. If they think this way they call me mushy, they call it is what it is type shit. Oh, yo, who's getting timed out? People getting timed out like crazy. What's going on? What's going on in the chat? See, I have a differing opinion. I'm hard on motherfuckers. Pause. I don't, yeah, I mean, especially this internet shit.
People out.
It's Moxie time. Yo, Jesus Christ.
She timing people out. She losing it, man. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
Is it RT? Oh, it's RT the brand though. RT be trolling me all the time too. So I don't know what did he say? Hold on. Yo, I'm trying my best to be diplomatic. This is rough. Oh yeah, he was talking shit. Okay, I get it. He's talking shit. But I don't know, man. So is there anything else that you want? Oh, Duke the Don's in the back as well. Yo, hold on. Y'all gotta just type in the chat, please. That yo, you calling in. Duke, you ready to come up? Wait a minute. Hell nah. Is that really Duke or is that Feats? Yo. You got 5 seconds, Feats. We know it's you. Oh, it is Duke backstage. Okay, it's Duke. All right.
God damn.
All right, I'll add you whenever you're ready, Duke. I don't think you're muted anymore. I unmuted you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right.
All right, yo, y'all can hear me, right?
Yep.
And so, Solo, what were you thinking, bro? Don't you think that just reacting in the manner that you reacted is just a bit tasteless?
You know, when somebody comes to my channel and is disrespectful to me, calls me a bunch of odd hominins, all gloves are off, man.
Well, okay, so like, what exactly did she say that warrants?
I already explained it, bro. Listen, I already explained it 2 minutes ago. If you didn't listen, just rewind the clip back, bro. I'm not gonna keep explaining.
No,
myself.
I listened to your explanation. But
Right. So
you're trying to make it.
listen,
You're trying to make it seem it's like some kind of black or all about black men or issue or some kind of issue being vulnerable or things like that. That's not it at all. So you just lost control.
So did you watch the stream, bro? Did you watch the stream? Because if you watch the stream, then you know what I'm talking about. But you didn't watch the stream.
You're talking about
your ass, son.
It sounds like you talking about your ass.
You weren't even there.
That's what you sound like.
You weren't even there,
I
bro.
watched the video. That
you
was
weren't even there.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking you to explain it because the perspective I got, you looking crazy screaming.
I'm not explaining anything to you.
Okay, so like what you're doing is respect.
You're a pipsqueak to me. I don't respect you.
I'm a pipsqueak
I'm not
to
the
you.
LTTV, but you
compared to the guy who was just screaming.
You let a nigga come on your channel and violate you.
Bro,
you let a nigga come on your channel and violate you in front of a chick because you were too busy kissing her ass.
Ooh, you talking about my Zesty Boy? You talking about Zesty Boy? You gonna bring Zesty Boy into the conversation? Where's your channel at? Where's your channel at, Solo? Where's his channel at? Where that nigga channel at? Where we at right now? What are you talking about, my guy?
Exactly.
Again, you talk about everything else.
Bro.
What I came here to talk about. Okay, you talk about everything else that I came here to talk. Listen, I'm just saying your explanation was weak. I don't care if you respect me or not. What you did was not respectable and not worthy of respect. So let's start this conversation off as two niggas that don't respect each other.
You've been DMing me on Instagram asking for interviews. I dubbed you, dog, because I'm not interested.
What are you talking about?
And I got the screenshots, my nigga.
I posted.
I don't respect you, dog. You're a pipsqueak to me. You're a clown.
Hey, where's your channel at, bro? Where's your channel at?
You've been a clown.
Where your channel at?
You've been a clown, dog.
I'm a clown, but you are. You're the only one calling the camera screaming at a woman for what?
Obsidian spanked your ass, nigga. You ain't
Obsidian what? Obsidian. A man talking. No. Come on. LTTV. This shows you how desperate this loser is. LTTV.
Yeah.
This shows you how desperate this guy is. He's quoting Obsidian. Somebody who
right, because don't act like you and Obsidian didn't have that debate. I was there, fam.
Obsidian
I was trying to warn you before you even had the debate. I told you weren't ready.
Obsidian who worships a racist like Pearl, yet you come over here.
Remember behind I told you wasn't ready.
He was simping over Pearl, and you here talking about black men's struggles and black men being vulnerable while picking up another nigga that supports a racist. You a whole ass hypocritical clown. You just exposed so dumb ass stuff. You sound so stupid. Shut the fuck up like that, bro. Beef squeak, but nigga look like you ready to eat one. So fat ass. You ate a sneaker yet, big boy? Come on, go boy. Nigga, shut up. You look so dumb. You look so dumb, bro. This is why no one respects you in the manosphere, you fucking loser. You wanna know why? Everybody left you. Everybody left you. Bro, Fresh don't respect you. Donovan Sharp don't respect you. Nobody respects you, bro. Fat ass has been on the fucking YouTube channel that no one fucking pays attention to. And it's sad you still walk around thinking you're somebody and you're not. Everybody already forgot you. You're a has-been, bro. And you out here talking about somebody gotta respect me. When was the last time you did a channel? Somebody, hey, SoloTv goes live. SoloTv goes live. 10 people are watching. SoloTv goes live. 10 people watching. Your numbers suck. Fresh is not fucking with you. Nobody fucking with you. You a loser. It's okay. It's okay, Solo. You can cry all day. It's okay. You can try to stay relevant, but you're a loser. Your channel is effectively dead. You're trying to stay relevant. Who am I? I'm a nigga that got a channel and you don't. Look seriously, bro. Look how far you fallen. You just so scared. I think Stevie is a good guy. I think he's a good guy.
That's the one that you learn from.
Learn from what? What did I learn from Stevie?
Come on, son. Like you a
how to clown niggas like you. How to clown losers like you. How to clown losers like you.
All right, hold up, y'all. Yo, we're not having. Hold up.
By who? By Lord Marquardt? Is that who? You quoting Lord Marquardt too? What a fucking loser.
Okay, so this conversation was very entertaining for the crowd, but it was not productive for me at all. But so, what are we saying here right now? Because it seems like Duke's making a judgment on SoloTv with the cooking or going at.
No. LT, he already said he don't respect. Listen, I tried to have the conversation about his conduct. He didn't want to have the conversation, so he wanted to go to ad hominems. Why sitting here trying to convince us that Moxie's the one that does that? He's exposing himself and he doesn't realize it. This is the type of shit that no reason that makes like nobody in the manosphere wants to fuck with SoloTv84. He's quoting guys like Obsidian. Shut the fuck up, fat boy. Hey, they don't want to fuck with you.
Okay, hold on, Duke.
Bro, they dropped you. They dropped you. Fat boy. You quoting the racist like Obsidian. It's not a. It's not a dub. You quoting the racist like Obsidian is not a.
Yo, Duke. Duke. Yo, hold up.
Let me just make this point.
Okay.
He's calling me emotional. Let me make this point. Listen, he's quoting Obsidian, a known person that backed the racists like Burrow, while sitting here trying to make an argument that the whole reason why he said what he said to Moxie is because black men can't be vulnerable. And he's just talking out of two sides of the mouth. He's saying black men can't be vulnerable, leaning on black people, then trying to make it seem like Moxie's not black, while over here bigging up a racist. And then he's calling me emotional. Man, meanwhile, he's the one that basically got caught screaming at another woman online over a comment and then delete the entire live stream so nobody can review it. He can't even, he talking about he took it down. He didn't take it down. He deleted it because he himself knows it's embarrassing. That's why he can't give you copies, my nigga. So he wants to come up and project on me, bro. You a clown.
It's
so
not
call me what you want.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you can't produce the
and that's why niggas, you don't take your chatty patty ass seriously.
Okay.
I don't want
Duke, Duke, I'm gonna drop you off real quick. I'm gonna put you in the back real quick.
About paying your child support, nigga.
Hold on. No. Hold up. I can't. This nigga dropped off too. See, this is the thing. This is why I wanted. Now I'm really pissed off. Yo, Solo, please call back in. I don't ask people, please, to call back. I don't beg people to call back in. I needed to make this point. I needed to talk to Solo real quick because I seen the error in my ways just now, and I needed to do something. I wanted to drop. I needed to drop Duke off real quick because Duke is. You look at, in this situation, you're not the impartial person. You're the person that he don't fuck with, you don't fuck with him. The message ain't gonna resonate.
I'm not coming here.
The message isn't gonna resonate. So even if
I'm not trying to resonate a message, I was just asking a question as a normal person. And the thing, you saw the question I asked in the beginning. I said, do you think your conduct was appropriate on your show? And then when I asked him, can you explain what she said? And he went into, did you watch the show? And then he started riling himself up. Why simultaneously trying to say I'm the one being emotional? I wasn't. I just came in as somebody who watched the tapes. You put up LT because if it was something you didn't want to cover and this is something you didn't want to do, we shouldn't have done the video.
Nah, see, this is the thing.
I'm like, no, time. I'm just saying I saw it. I saw his conduct, and anybody who just saw him acting crazy would ask the question, why would you do this? And he flipped out, started calling about like, I don't respect you. I don't care if you respect me. You did something that is not respectful. You disrespected someone over a comment. You talking about respect. This isn't about that. Why did you do this? This is your image. So, I mean, I'm not upset about it. If he acts and behaves exactly why he acts and behaves. And honestly, the reason why he doesn't, quote unquote, respect me, because I exposed his ass in multiple videos. Now he's quoting guys like Obsidian of all people. He's quoting guys like Cynthia, which I already exposed. All that shit was lies. So you want to come at me and pay my child support? I paid my child support. That was all lies. There's a reason why Cynthia took down the video and locked it on Patreon, which at any point in time, you just add into the sauce that if I wanted to sue him, I could, because he don't even have my real name. You don't have any of that shit. That was all made up. Matter of fact, I exposed that where he put some woman and her child in danger. That's what Fat Boy decided to come in and spread misinformation on your show. It's just so funny that this guy is sitting here talking about he's just a joke. It is what it is.
Dude, this is my thing. I wanted to be able to speak to him one-on-one one more time because I was giving him the grace. I was giving him the leeway to be accountable, and he said, please sue me. Yo, Solo, please call back in. Please call back in. Solo, call back in. I'll drop everybody off. I just want to say something so you can actually hear it.
Hey, listen, I'm waiting. Listen, you think there's a reason why Saint the Sinner is not saying shit, bro. I will sue that nigga. I'm not playing. Like, y'all got the wrong information. And I've been pushing to find that woman and her child this nigga decided to spread nude photos of, which is revenge for him, basically, and photos of her kid. All right, trying to shame her for what? Trying to get back at me? So come on, keep saying that bullshit. You will get your fat ass sued. You want to talk about you big boy with deep pockets? We'll see how much YouTube still paying your dumb ass. Fucking weirdo. Like, y'all keep playing. Keep playing.
Jesus Christ. Yo, okay, so Solo, if you want to call back in, I'll drop them and put them in the back so we can have a quick discussion. But if you don't, I understand. Before I get into my diatribe, the Features is called in. Shout out to the Features.
Bro. That's what this nigga
Yeah,
is doing.
yeah, I know. You got to defend your name when he says those type of things. The Features, what you want to weigh in on this? Oh, are you muted? Hold on. I think you're muted. That's you. I unmuted you. Yeah. You gotta unmute yourself, bro.
Bro, this nigga coping for scammers. Can you believe that? All the people he just listed off, freaking Obsidian, Saint the Sinner. I can't believe it. And you want to call yourself a real one that niggas should respect? Why would I need your respect if you quoting scammers?
Can't hear you, Features.
Come at me, bro. This dude is insane.
Yeah, Features is having a bit of technical difficulties. Can't hear him right now. Are you connected to whatever streaming software you were doing? Did you do a show today, Features? Is it conflicting with the video? I don't know. Yeah, so see, this is the thing. I needed to give Solo some grace to actually see and reflect on what he did so we can get everything into perspective, because he went entirely too far disrespecting her and her husband for somebody that he cultivated a relationship with. Crazy. But people could move their own direction. That's what I'm saying. So if he wants to, yes, we hear Features. So as I was saying, if he wants to go his own direction, cool. He does not have to piece it up with Moxie. He does not have to apologize if he does not want to have a YouTube relationship, working relationship, friendship, whatever. That's his decision. That's what I wanted to get clear. But for me, watching it objectively without any more insight, Solo was in the wrong. It was an inordinate reaction to what Moxie did, but I can understand why you can be upset, but the reaction was a little bit. That's why I said it's more of a shot to a slap. It's kind of like, I don't know, but Features, what do you got to say on this?
Thanks for having me on again. It's a very interesting show. I don't know how I ended up here, but actually that whole situation has, maybe reflect on something that's very serious in the Black community, particularly with Black men. And that is their ability to resolve conflict.
Yeah.
Right. So, and this is something that has been mentioned by many Black psychologists, right? Such as you know, the late great Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. She mentioned something that's in this book here. It's called the ISIS papers, right? In terms of
you're gonna have to send me one of these books one of these days, man. Seriously, I need one of these books, man.
Yeah. Right. So with Black men particularly, right, because of this type of social engineering that we have, when you are on the bottom rung in terms of power, your go-to move to resolve conflict is to get into your emotions. You understand? Which is what I believe was what happened with the brother. Or I don't know if he has any like ongoing psychological issues, which may be an issue as well.
He spoke about something that the interview with him and Moxie was so great. Before I don't mean to cut you off, but he spoke about dealing with something, and he was talking about that's why he was single and he needs to work on himself. He was being very accountable. And that's why I thought having him come up after that interview aired and him speaking about him having his issues, I thought he would have made a move to be like, you know what, I kind of reacted inordinately. I wanted to say these things. Huh?
He lying, LT. He ain't working on himself. That nigga been the same way for a long time. You know the reason why he don't like me? Because I exposed his ass a long time ago. I just dropped a couple links. Actually, it's the same link, but I just dropped the link in your chat room, bro. This goes back years ago, and matter of fact, his behavior was way worse than the way he spoke to Moxie. This nigga already knows who I am. See, I'm the boogeyman in these fucking manosphere streets. That's why he don't like that. He don't like all the people he listed off are all my opponents. I devour. Okay, so it's so funny that he wants to sit here and talk about, I'm working on myself and things like that. He been the same way. He was on there calling people and dropping F-bombs and screaming, all because he was all over a little misunderstanding. What this shows you is someone like SoloTv84 has a problem with his emotions. He blows up based off of things he doesn't even fully understand, nor decide to take the time to understand before going crazy. He lacks emotional maturity, and it showed. This has been him for a long time. So it's been a reason why he don't like me, because I've been exposed his ass Unlike, listen, bro. Hey, you know for a fact, Solo, I ain't gonna hold back. You can get your fat ass back up here, and we can talk about it. Otherwise, we can play this video that LT wanted. Hey, that's up to you. But that's proof right there. This nigga's always been the same. He ain't changed. Talking about working on your personal stuff. My ass. Still the same old clown. He was the same one screaming at what's his name? What's that dude? Alpha Male Strategies. Y'all remember that? You're supposed to be alpha. That was him. He was screaming at Alpha Male Strategies. He was the one breaking fucking bridges and burning this shit before he talking about, oh, I left the manosphere. No, they left you a long time ago, bro. You crazy. I know about this dude's history. This is playing. I'll expose you again on this channel. Stop playing. Don't let me expose your last little hideout over here, Solo. Don't play with me, boy. Don't play with me. There's a reason why you won't come on my channel.
Jesus
right.
Christ.
So my whole idea about, I mean, I just kind of like how I look at YouTube, right? And I actually did a live about this recently, actually, right? The whole social media thing, I see it like the Twilight Zone, right? It's not like, it's almost like not a real place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, like seriously, like, so you know what I mean? So there's a lot of people who are acting, you know what I mean? They're just putting on a facade and a caricature of whatever position that they're taking in order to monetize whatever it is that they're doing. So it's not like real, right? So, however, in certain situations, you might see what they really are coming out. You know, like remember that time when what's the Angry Man came on the channel, right?
Yeah.
And right. I think that when Angry Man came on, that was a real Angry Man that we saw. You know what I mean? So, and likewise, people behind the scenes, they have like lives that we don't see. There's the camera face, and then there's the behind the scenes face that we do not see. We don't know anything about. And people might have some real issues. Like they have some real issues that they cannot, they're not able to express, you know, in a verbal manner, right? So what's left beyond that is the bursting out of emotions, which is a real thing that happens to Black men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See,
and go ahead.
No, my
Go
bad.
ahead,
You can continue your thought. I just got
no,
another.
But that's what I thought. That when I saw that outburst, because we know our community very well. That's what I thought. You know what I mean? I thought perhaps that there is something that he is dealing with personally on a personal level that caused him to act like that. And
he admitted it too. That's what I'm saying in this interview. If I could find the timestamp, Moxie, if you know the timestamp, he spoke about it. Duke said it's cap, but he was speaking about the reason why he's single right now. He's not rushing into a relationship is because he's doing the work on himself to make sure that he's all the way there. Because he said that he was, what did he say? He controls. He was, or I can't. I don't want to paraphrase. I don't even want to say what he said.
LT,
but
the only thing this nigga's been working is an appetite. That's the only thing he's been working on. Hey, he's still the same old nigga from 3 years ago. He ain't changed. All right, he's emotional. So when he says he's working, it's the same thing that Manosphere niggas say just to look good and sound good. Think about it. Look at what he was saying. How when he was talking about in that clip you showed the issues with the Manosphere, right? How people think you owe them because you do them a little favor, and then fast forward how he started treating Moxie. Oh, I came on your show, I did this, and this is how you're gonna treat me. And it's like, oh, hey, were you describing yourself in that little tidbit there interview you did with Moxie? Because it seemed like you just doing a whole bunch of lip service, disguising who the fuck you really are. That's why he ain't gonna sit up here and talk to me, because I'm that kind of nigga that's gonna expose his ass. So he'll talk over you, talk about I don't respect you, to try to devalue. Nigga, I don't want your respect. If somebody like SoloTv84 is respecting me, I got some real problems.
See,
Crystal.O
is Crystal.L is asking, why is Solo a mod on my channel? Solo has been a supporter of my channel for a long time. I fuck with Solo. That's what I'm saying. This is very left field for me. But y'all are looking at me like Features is looking at me like you're acting surprised type of shit. Like this is the guy that put Fresh and Fit together. I don't know if that was the expression.
Look. Like if you can like whoever you like, and I'm not gonna have an issue with that, right? And you know, you might like some people that I don't like, and I might like some people that you don't like. On my channel, believe me when I tell you that my channel is very, very, very hated. It's hated.
Yeah.
Okay?
You have a hater
Yes.
channel? You have haters in the chat all the time? Or
What? Like, you would not believe, bro. Like,
is that after the Angry Man collab, or is that
No.
Oh.
This has been from jump, right?
Wow.
Because as you know, like I'm a very serious person, so I deal with very serious issues, right? So because I'm dealing with these issues in a very honest manner, you know, I'm a very hated channel. My channel was shut down completely 3 times, right? It was shut down for even 3 months, right? You know, people come and put not copyright strikes, but they strike my channel for hate speech and all kind of stuff, right? And it's because of you know, the things that I say when I talk, because I'm Muslim, right? So when I talk about the racism that Muslims actually have with the receipts, they can't take it, they can't stand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they come and they try to shut my stuff down, right? But I have the most trolls in my channel. Like, you would not believe, in the comments, in you know, when I'm doing my lives, it's like ridiculous, right? But I don't pay them any mind, right? So that's because when you have an emotional response, like not an emotional response, or emotional reaction, the way that you respond with that emotion, well, it's telling to your audience. You understand? So, for example, I might get angry at a comment, right?
Yeah.
How you respond to that comment will show your audience the level of maturity that you actually have.
That's exact, bro.
Yeah.
You hit the nail on the head. And honestly, and let me just ask you gentlemen this question, because you both kind of answered it, but I want to make sure we're clear on the audience here. That performance you saw, if you were just walking in there and you saw that tape that LT put up there, what would be your conclusion from that individual's emotional maturity? Would you see that this person reacting to a comment on YouTube that way is at a high emotional maturity or a pretty low one? And let's just be honest here and fair.
Okay. So,
Yeah, well,
okay, you can go,
it's,
Peaches.
it's very clear that, you know, it was inappropriate. It's obvious. And of course, the brother, he came to try to defend his response, you know. And what we need is, like, for young brothers like this, is to get like some, you know, like mentors from older brothers, so they can.
I thought his defense was weak, talking about black men not being able to voice their emotional struggles and whatnot while he's sitting there screaming at a woman. That there's no excuse for that. You got to take responsibility and accountability. You've been in the manosphere for years before you left. You taught about accountability. Who the hell were you teaching to if you can't take accountability for your actions? Admit it, buddy. You overreacted to that. Hey, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can't slap a lipstick on a pig and call it something else. It's ugly the way he behaved down there. You wouldn't speak to, I mean, no respectable man I know in public would speak to a woman like that. I mean, I don't hang out with people that talk to women that way. That's just real. And you can call it something, I don't care what these new age red pillars want to call it. It's just respect at the end of the day. I wouldn't even sit there and call it, unless you disrespect me like that, I won't sit there and just be yelling at no man like that. That's crazy.
I agree with you there, Duke, that the response that he had was not correct. At the same time, my whole approach with black folk is to have mercy on them, because nobody has mercy on us, right? So the way that I would talk to him is different. I would definitely not hurl epithets and, you know, ad hominem at him, you know, calling him, like, this is not my style, right?
Yeah.
That's my style for the enemy. For the enemy, they get that work. Trust me, man. If you ever seen any of my videos, right, when I start smashing people, they can't come back from it, right?
All Solo was doing was trying to use my enemies. Like the fact that you tried to use Zesty Boy to come at me, bro. Like, where's his channel, my nigga? I'm sorry, where the fuck are both y'all niggas at? I'm sorry, because, like, listen, it's weird how he's trying to come at me with everybody that I've exposed for being a fraud in this space. It just shows you the level of just, I mean, this dude, clearly he's grasping at straws here. It's just insane to me. But like, come on. Just take accountability, bro. You've been teaching this to whoever's still listening to you. Hello, to the 5 people still watching. He needs to take accountability. Y'all need to talk to him. That's crazy.
See, this is the thing. I'm thinking that this stream went a little left, but I'm like, yo, folks avoid streams like this all the time. We cook folks in the manosphere for avoiding streams like this and being accountable and addressing the situations they have on air when they make an ass of themselves on air. And they avoid it all the time. They shove it under the rug. So I think as I'm going through this, I'm like, maybe this wasn't a good idea. Maybe because Duke's on this and Duke doesn't fuck with him, and I didn't realize how to the level that y'all don't fuck with each other. Like, he doesn't fuck with you. You don't fuck with him. And I'm like,
maybe he saw that video, me exposing his bun ass, because this isn't the first time he's done this. That's why I'm like, listen, to y'all, it might be the first time. I already exposed this nigga a while ago. He saw that. He don't like it. He don't respect it. Listen, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, all right? I'm not the kind of person you do an interview with, all right, that, you know, you expect to owe any favors. I don't give a fuck. If I think you're doing wrong, I'm going to call you out. He knows that. So their video, you go my channel, there are multiple videos of me exposing this guy. He doesn't like it. Now he's talking about child support and things like that. It's like, bro, you're quoting Zesty Boy. Who got in trouble for not paying child support? I'm sorry, was it not Zesty Boy?
It was
that
Zesty
you were
Boy.
quoting out of here? So it's funny. I think you got me mixed up with other people, because unlike that nigga, I got money to pay and take care of my kids. I think you need to go back into the closet, Mr. SoloTv84, and realize your emotional status right now, because I don't think you're really fooling anybody. We know you're a little bitch. Listen, it's okay. It's okay. You just got to be honest about it, my boy. That's all it is. You over here quoting enemies that already been defeated. It's wild to me, bro. Just take accountability. I'm sorry, I had to go off there. My bad, LT. But, you know, listen. I you know I'm gonna ask those questions. LT is just who I am. People don't like it though. It is what it is.
Yeah,
Go ahead, LT. Yeah.
I don't even know what to say at this point. Moxie, if you're going to call back in, because Moxie said she was going to call back in. If Moxie, you want to rejoin the panel, I don't think Solo's going to call back in. If you wanted to call back in and do the one-on-one, and we can drop everybody off back, because I know y'all don't really... well, Features, you seem like you're impartial as well, but Duke, we're not going to have Duke and Solo on the same time.
I'm gonna hop off since he needs he needs for me to get off, for him to get on and talk, because he can't handle somebody to challenge his opinion. He's good at shouting out women, right? It's easy to shout down to women, but can't go that way with another man and go crazy with it, right? So it just shows the little maturity this little leader has. It's okay. I'm gonna hop off, but I appreciate you letting me on. I just thought that whole display was crazy.
Okay. Shout out to you, Duke. Moxie said she's good. She's chillaxing. Moxie, I actually do want to speak to you, because you said something before you went off, because you said I was compromised. I want to know what you mean by that, and I want you to elaborate on that, because what I'm doing right now is trying to hold folks to the words that they said on the platform. You got to say it. You want to say it. You want to say it chest out. I'm cool with both of y'all. So when something like this happens, this was, to me, it was an inordinate reaction. This is how I would cuss out a random person that pops up in the chat hating. Some random person I've never seen pop up in my chat saying some slick shit to me. I'll try to make entertainment out of them and I'll react to them like that. But somebody that I work with, somebody that I've done interviews with, a wrench, somebody that got a wrench, I would think that we would handle this a little different. So I thought that the reaction was a little inordinate. But at the same time, I'm really trying to do my best to be diplomatic, because if I can't keep this together, then it really proves those guys' point right, why they don't hold each other accountable on camera, because everybody's getting rubbed the wrong way. It really does prove their point. And we will take an L here to the manosphere folks if we can't. But to keep it a stack, I'm going to keep it a stack. Solo, please call it. Oh, you're back. You're back. This is perfect. I'm going to unmute you. Can you speak so I know it's you before I pull you up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now I'm saying, like I said earlier.
Solo, hold up. Let me say this to you real quick. You handle this like a typical manosphere person does. I'm gonna tell you that to keep it a stack, because you said you got in your Tommy shit. You yelled at her. You called her all sorts of names. You called her husband names, and then you hid the footage, bro. Then you hid the footage.
Now you're looking foolish because you're riding with Shorty.
No, I'm not, bro. Hold on, Solo. Hold on. No, this is my point though. That's the problem. I haven't seen the evidence. Hold on, Solo. Hold on, Solo. You have to hear this, Solo. I'm not coming at you any type of way, bro. I'm just trying to let you know. The manosphere folk, generally what they do is they say a bunch of
manosphere though. Why you keep saying manosphere?
I'm not saying that.
I'm not manosphere.
You're not manosphere. Great. I'm trying to tell you what manosphere folk do, and I'm trying to tell you why what you did was akin to what they do. So what they generally do, and I'm got good at this because they do it so goddamn much, is they would say wild shit or they'll do something that they might reflect on negatively because they were emotional in the moment. And what they do is hide the footage or straight up delete it.
It's
so
not hidden. It's on my Patreon. I already explained that.
But it's not publicly available. So when I see...
Right, because you got to pay for something. My live streams are exclusive.
But some of them aren't. Man. You pick and choose which ones aren't. So I'm like, I seen...
Exactly.
Can I finish the point, my nigga? My point was that the second the stream was done, you put it on private to do with whatever for Patreon. I had to record the footage while it was up because that's generally what Manosphere folks do. They do something inordinately, they have an inordinate reaction, then they reflect on it seconds later and they delete it. That's when I seen that, I'm like, yo, this was emotional, bro. This was too much. It was too much, and then you hit it. Because this is the thing. If I didn't see it, it would... Who would have brought this up again?
I'm monetizing it because my channel is demonetized. So all of my live streams, ever since I've been demonetized, I automatically take them down.
Brother Solo, do you mind if I talk to you?
I get that. I get that because I get it. You put it on your... Because you're demonetized, I fully understand that. But it's one of those ones where it's like, that would have...
And I'm not...
You know what? I'm not giving advice. You're not Manosphere. I get it.
Brother Solo, how are you?
Agitated.
I can see, right? So the whatchamacallit, the interaction in question, right? Would you characterize your emotions as being triggered at the time that that interaction happened?
Certainly.
Okay. All right. So there's an old saying, right? It goes that if talking is silver, then silence is golden. If talking is silver, then silence is golden. Perhaps you had the right, and you were actually in the right to respond the way that you did. Perhaps that was your right to take your actual rights back for being offended or whatnot. That could be the case, right? However, even if it might be the case, there is always a path where a wiser way might be available. You see what I'm saying? You didn't, even if you saw those comments and it actually triggered you, right? Was it necessary for you to put the comment on the screen so that everybody can see?
It was very necessary because I was talking about something that we as black men aren't allowed to do, which is being vulnerable. And then you have the woman making my point for me by calling me a simp and a bunch of incels. Why? Because I'm talking about the fact that black men, we're not able to
hold that thought. Hold on, Features. Everybody, hold your thoughts real quick. We got a super chat. 1 second, y'all.
I'm getting
Let me pull this up. Tampa Supreme with the $5 super chat says shout out or salute to SoloTv. So shout out to Tampa Supreme with the $5 super chat. All right, y'all can get back to it.
All right, excellent. Okay, right. So this goes back actually because that's we're going in a circle now, right? Because we already finished that argument that you actually expressed that you were triggered, and you actually expressed that you had the right to do so, right? Now you were saying that you had to, by necessity, put her comment on the screen.
That's not the words I used, sir. I didn't say I had to put the comments on the screen.
But that was my question. That was my initial question.
Like I said, she mentioned something. I saw it in the comments.
We understood that.
Comment publicly. It triggered me, and it proved. And she made my case for me.
Yes, we understood that part. All this is clear. It's very, very clear, right? We understood that she had made some offensive comments, which triggered you, right? The question that we're bringing into question now, right, is not the fact that it was like the comments were incorrect or that they were triggering or that they were insensitive or anything like that. We are now getting into the reaction to the comment. You understand? And this is where it goes back to what I was saying, that reaction, right? Even if you thought that you were in the right to elicit such a reaction, it wasn't a wise reaction. This is what we're
I agree with that.
This is what we're alluding to, because that you did not actually have to put that comment on the screen, and you did not have to actually comment on that comment itself. I'm not going to let somebody come on my channel
and say something disrespectful and think they can get away with it. I don't.
What,
play
how
those
you
games,
how
bro.
you how you run your channel? That's
Exactly.
It's
So
perfectly
at that
up to you.
point, so when it's disrespect and I choose to address it, I have that right on my platform.
How
YouTuber does. I'm pretty sure you're a YouTuber. You have that right as well. So at that
Brother
point,
Solo?
I chose to address it. Now, you may not like how I addressed it. I agree with you on that. But at that point, I'm not going to take the disrespect when I'm opening myself up to something that a lot of black men get criticized for opening up. And she proved that point. So here, I'm not going to go back and forth about the semantics or politics of what it is. It happened. I stand by it. I don't apologize for it. And I will do it again. Gladly. Gladly.
Brother Solo?
I would say it again. Gladly.
Brother Solo, if you would allow me to finish my point, okay? All right? Now, you've also expressed here, right? Again, right? In a very high emotional way, that the necessity for you to respond to comments on your channel, right? There's you know, an old saying that the wise man doesn't respond to every barking dog. You understand?
So now
just
Moxie's a dog?
Just
Is that
because
what you're saying?
just because
That Moxie's a dog?
It's an analogy.
Okay,
you understand the concept
Moxie,
of an
he called
analogy?
you a dog. Get him, Moxie. Get him. He called you a dog.
You understand the concept of an analogy, right? You do understand this concept, right? Did you understand the analogy itself?
I understand very well.
Okay, so that you know very well that I was not referring to Moxie as a dog. Then
I know you weren't. I was making a joke, sir. It's called sarcasm.
All right, excellent. All right. Trust me when I tell you, right? Believe me when I tell you, on my channel, right, I have a lot of people trolling me, right, insulting me, and all that kind of stuff, right? But because, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm older than you, right? Because I understand the importance of delivery, right, and the importance of having your message palatable to your audience. I don't respond to every single troll to come on my channel. My audience needs my words more than the people that are hating.
No, but this is the thing. It wasn't a random troll. I would have reacted to a random troll like that. Not like that specifically, but I would cuss them out too. Like I would say, so I do that sometimes with trolls. I think it's good for entertainment sometimes, and the chat loves to see some random person getting cooked. So I do that sometimes, and sometimes I just take out some frustration on them. Nonetheless, if it's somebody that I'm working with and I'm cultivating a working relationship with on YouTube, a business relationship, to the point where I'm having hour-and-a-half long interviews with this person, then I would have thought that that person had more cachet to not get fodderized on a panel like that, or not even on a panel, in the chat. But as Solo said before, it's his channel. He can react however he wants and handle however he wants.
You want. This is some good advice.
But this is the thing, though. He has to deal with the consequences of handling it however you want. People are going to feel however they're going to feel. People are still mad at me for that Rhoda video, that first one. People are still cussing me. I'm still getting cooked for that first one.
What first one?
Remember that first one when I gave that stupid ass George Floyd speech and talking about black men? We got to give. That one was terrible, man. They're like, well, that shit aged bad. I'm still getting cooked from that one. So it's
I reacted to one of your videos recently, actually, on my channel. I think I sent you the shout out too, right? So one of your videos where you're basically exposing the whole fraud behind it, right?
Yeah.
But there was a point in the video that I disagreed with something that you said, and I mentioned it in the video. But otherwise, the whole video was excellent work, excellent research, and I mentioned that.
What did you disagree with? Do you remember?
It was something about. It was something about black men will not protect black women unless they are in a sexual relationship or something like this, right?
Oh no, I was saying that. Actually, I don't know what I said. I'm saying
because something along that lines.
But they say this in the manosphere 24/7, and then she said that, and I'm like, you kind of proved her point, right? Because they're saying they're not protecting no randoms, and it's like it's somewhat justifiably so, but you don't hear other races of people talking about they're not gonna do X, they're not gonna step up, and they're not gonna do anything. So
but the point is, right? If you're going to disagree with somebody, there's a level of civil discourse that you should express, right? So that people can take you seriously, right? When black men, right, and this is like some advice to Brother Solo, right? When black men express themselves in such a manner, which you did with the sister Moxie, right? This is something. This is it's not an unusual quirk. It is something that it stems from a lot of trauma within the black community, and leaving that trauma and ignoring it, right, and then trying to justify it, and pass the buck of blame into to a woman, mind you. Like, it's kind of like it's not a good look. Put it that way. It's not a good look. Like when women react in certain manners, I just see it as it is. It's like a woman, she's acting like that because she's in her female nature, right? When a man acts like that, is he in his male nature or in his female nature? Answer, please, Brother Solo.
Solo still there?
You still here?
Oh, he has his mic muted. I don't know if you realize you're muted, Solo.
Right, but I'll let the audience answer as well. And it's not. And it's. But
I'm not here to have a therapy session. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah,
I
you
just
see,
wanted to
you see,
say my
you
part.
see, here it is.
No, I'm not here. This is starting to feel like a Dr. Phil episode to me. So here's the thing. To Dookie the Munch talking about views, bro. I'm 30 million total. Why are you talking views to me? Like, oh yeah, you get more views than me now. Okay, cool. But when you get a 1 million view video, then please talk to me. I don't know why you talking views, because that's not even your lane.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And LTTV, I'm not here trying to disrespect your channel, bro. But at the end of the day, who's anybody to tell me whether I should feel disrespected or not? Once again, and I know you haven't seen the full footage, so I'm gonna send it to you, and then you can make your own analysis. But at the end of the day, LTTV, you know me, I've always shouted you, I've been respectful to you, been respectful to Moxie until that point, right? And there's something, this is the part that I don't think people have asked. How did it get to the point where Solo got so triggered that he violated this woman like that?
No, but that's the question that I've been asking. I'm like, what happened on the lead up? Is there anything you guys spoke about behind scenes? Because watching that interview, I'm seeing how y'all are connecting. You're opening up. You're telling her things about you in that interview. That was a long interview that kept the steam all the way through. So I'm like, what happened after that? So I'm like, why? How did it go from that to this?
And so at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna send you the video. I said my part, right? And then you got Dookie the Munch coming on here trying to talk gangster. Like, bro, the only reason I brought up Obsidian and the Saint and the Sinners, because you kept them niggas' names in your mouth. And then when they retaliated, then you want to cry like you the victim. So at the end of the day, you got exposed by Zesty Boy, and that went left for you too. And then you got exposed by Obsidian, that went left for you as well. On the Bernard Riley show, you thought we forgot, Dookie. No, we still got the video.
No.
So at the end of the day, you Nigerian scammer, you need to be worried about taking care of your family back in Lagos, my guy. Don't worry about me. Worry about your family back in Lagos. However you got to do it, I respect it. But don't come for me, my guy, because I was giving you solid advice before you were doing all these goofy moves, telling you, yo, fall back, just make your content. And you said, no, I'm coming at everybody. And then you got checked and got spun around the block, and you haven't been the same since. Everybody after you has surpassed you, Dookie the Munch. How you explain that?
Jesus Christ, this is one messy episode. I did it to myself. I have to be accountable for this. This is the issue.
This is content, bro.
This is the problem though. I don't know the history that you're talking about, the things that he got cooked. That you're saying, I have no idea. I don't know anything about that history. But the Zesty Boy shit, the Mike TV shit, that nigga got cooked. What are we talking about out here? Mike TV got passed around paws on this channel as E Black cooked him. Duke cooked him. I cooked him. Exposed his dumbass attack on my channel. He got cooked, bro.
You didn't cook him initially. Not initially. Initially, it wasn't that route. Because that's what the whole Dookie the Don Zesty Boy beef. That's how it all started. Is because Duke was acquiescing to Melanie King, and then what's his name? The dude Zesty Boy called it out. And then Dookie the Don got caught in the crossfire beefing with them. And that's another thing, is sometimes you got to know who you affiliate yourself with. But once again, I was giving Dookie the Munch all this type of advice on Instagram behind the scenes years ago, but he wouldn't listen to me. So it is what it is. I can't help everybody. So it is what it is.
All right, man. Right now the chat is not really fucking with you too much. You have a couple of support. You don't give a fuck about the chat. I'm just telling y'all because you're still a wrench out here. You're still a part of the community out here. But there's like half of them that don't fuck with you, and I guess half still. But you know, at the end of the day, no one really gives a fuck about none of that shit. I don't even know why I'm mentioning that.
So we already know Dookie the Munch. He's gonna make a video exposing me and all of that. You know, he's gonna put out, you know, my personal information. So we already know. I'm gonna tell you exactly how he's coming. He's gonna make like a 2-3 hour video, expose my whole name, my history. He's probably gonna expose my fiance too. You know what I'm saying? He probably got that information. So he's gonna expose my old fiance. He's gonna pull up the video picture. He's gonna do all of that. He's probably gonna expose the fact that I used to be a singer and in dance contests as well in first grade and second grade. He got all that information. So when that documentary comes out, then we pop it again. But
I don't think we need to do all that. I don't think you and Duke need to go back and forth over this. This was like more of a, this was a bad idea. But you know what? This is not a bad idea. Fuck that. I'm not saying that shit. This is what we needed to do. At the end of the day, the manosphere, the red pill, we cook people for doing this all the time, for not doing this all the time, not holding each other accountable, not calling each other out. In the video you said with Moxie, you talked about they didn't hold each other accountable, so we have to hold each other accountable. I played that clip prior to this whole discussion. So it's like, if we can't do that, what are we doing out here? Then we're just being a bunch of hypocrites when we call them out. We can't just be like, yo, this was fucked up. This was an inordinate reaction to it. It's your channel. You can do what you want, but you may have crossed some goddamn lines with the disrespect. You can say that she disrespected. Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I shouldn't have said, talked about her husband. That was foul. I shouldn't have gone that route. I shouldn't have said that she should perform oral sex on him. I shouldn't have said those things. I shouldn't have. I was wrong for that. And for that, I will apologize to my audience for saying that. Right? But at the end of the day, you come on my channel, and LTTV, I wasn't talking no gangster shit when she started popping off. I was talking about the fact that as black men, we can't be vulnerable. We can't express our love without being ridiculed. And then what happened? I got ridiculed and called an incel and a simp for saying that black men, we can't express ourselves. And this is why forever black men, we will always be looked at as a monolith. We'll always be looked at as either you're a thug or a basketball player or lame, because that's the only categories they have for black men is thug, basketball player, or lame. We can't be intellectuals. We can't be artists, philosophers. We can't be poets. No, society doesn't want that. That's why Moxie was disrespecting me as soon as I pointed out that we have different types of black men from different types of ilk with different types of talents and skills. But society wants to deem us as, oh no, you can only be a thug. Oh no, you can only be a lame black man. Or you can only be a baller. And so at the end of the day, I'm here to change that narrative. And some people didn't like it and they took it a certain way. And then I retaliated by my response, which I admit was not classy. But I don't apologize for what I said. I apologize to my audience for how I said it. And maybe, telling her to suck on her husband's pee-pee. But at the end of the day, I don't play around. I really don't. I really do this stuff. I have nothing to lose now. I've lost everything. So at this point, it is whatever you want to do. I've been demonetized. I've been ostracized, scrutinized. I've been blackballed behind the scenes with other YouTubers who've cut my opportunity to make money. I don't really care anymore. At this point, I really don't care anymore. If my life,
this is the thing. You had a moment. You had a moment of self-reflection right there. This is the thing. He dropped off. He had a moment of self-reflection. He admitted that it was an inordinate response, but it's his channel. He can do that type of shit. Y'all are saying victim speech. I still support SoloTv84. Him and Moxie fell out. They're not going to do any more content. There's no apologies there. We know that the reaction was a little too extra when it came to Moxie. He's lost a lot, yo. This is grueling. This is terrible. This was still a good idea. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. I don't give a shit. This was a good idea. I'm standing by it. Shout out to Brother Jumbie with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
You can't change a narrative by becoming it. That is very true. light skin privilege says where's the soundboard. See, this is the thing. I can't hit the drops 24/7 when we're having conversations like this. People feel played. They rewatch it back and they're just like, they're not feeling it. Somebody said I was put on probation.
We're putting you on probation. We're putting you on probation.
Now there's Duke's back in the back. Moxie, call up please if you want to. You don't have to cam up. Seems like everyone's breaking the rules today. No one gives a fuck about my rules. Everyone's just jumping back here, no cam. So it is what it is. Moxie, you can call back. You don't have to cam. I want to speak to you because you said something. I'm like, yo, this is, at the end of the day, I want to handle it my way. This is my goddamn channel. You said I was what? You said I was compromised from what? Because I was handling it what way? It's like I fucked with both of y'all. Y'all see in the video how y'all are like screaming my support. Oh, I didn't unmute you. Sorry, Duke. Y'all are saying y'all support me X, Y, and Z. Everywhere y'all go, I see y'all supporting me. Loyalty to the brand. I don't want to martyr y'all out. I don't want to make y'all fodder moments. I didn't want to make this type of dusty, messy stream. This was just okay. Can we see where we were wrong and how we can handle things better as a community on YouTube, so we don't have to be the dusty people we're cooking. We don't have to be the manosphere where we avoid accountability and we avoid moments like this. We can actually just be like, you know what? I said it with my goddamn chest. It is what it is. Everyone has a different direction. And that's why he's talking about monolith. Black men are not a monolith. Not everybody's going to handle their platform the way I handle my platform. And I understand that. Duke, you handle your platform differently as well. We don't handle our platforms the same way. So it's like we have to understand that. But with the same time, he disrespected Moxie, her husband. He understands that it's... I don't know.
Listen, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. I understand. You're cool with Solo. He's cool with you. You're cool with Moxie. And Moxie, as far as I know, is cool with you. You're doing a great job mediating. It's a tough spot walking that fine line, okay? Listen, I applaud you for that. There's nothing wrong with that. You're actually doing a good job. I don't know what your chat's saying. You're fine. All right, don't worry about that. But the one thing I want to talk about is we want to talk about someone being emotional for a second, okay?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Come on, bro. Come on, LT. What are we doing, dog? Are we serious? Are we serious? My boy just came up there, had zero explanation. I want to... Listen, I'm telling you right now, Solo, you haven't changed one bit. You're talking about I got laid out by Obsidian of all people. My man wouldn't even debate to save his life. Okay, so what are you talking about? I know what stream he's talking about too. That's the one I went on Bernard Riley, bro. I did a follow-up video exposing them because they deleted the video. That's how bad it was for them. Obsidian made himself look so horrible. Again,
hold on, Duke. We have Moxie in the back. I want to confirm that's Moxie. You know how Feats does his thing. So Moxie, is that you?
Hey, how are you?
Okay, it's
What's
Moxie.
up?
Cool. All right, we're all back.
Hey, Duke.
Moxie,
shout out to you for just stepping up, just like a man, and calling him out. Because sometimes you just got to do that, right?
Moxie, hold up, Moxie. You can kick rocks with that underhanded comment, stepping up like a man. Duke doesn't fuck with him. I fuck with all of y'all. I'm being impartial. Duke doesn't fuck with him, so of course he's gonna go all the way in like that. Pause.
No, but but he still called in. He could have just been there in the chat or been doing something else. He's a busy dude, but he did that out of principle, and I fuck with that. Listen, LT and Duke, you guys are my favorites. Like, I'm always gonna fuck with you guys. Come on. Now, in regards to what I said that you were compromised. The reason why I said that is because you already have a relationship with him, and I didn't think that you were, you're not able to see past that. And if you're not able to see past what he did, and you know what? I don't even give a shit. We're giving it a lot of attention. I just think that he played himself, and it's unfortunate. It's very sad. I enjoyed our conversation, but look, sometimes people show their true colors, and it is what it is. You cannot fake that.
Okay, I'm still confused. You said I looked past whatever I looked past. What did I look past? I called out everything that he did wrong, but would you expect me to do beyond that?
No, because this is the thing. You were being a little bit too nice to him, just like you were being a little too patient with Tommy. I don't want to argue with you over this shit. You know what I mean? But these people... Now they're trying to come through with a race card, really?
I'm supposed to be an enemy to what? You said I'm being too nice to Solo. I fuck with Solo. So wait, I fuck with Solo.
Moxie, he has to do that, right? The thing is, he has to because he's also cool with Solo as well. Just like he's cool with you. Like, he's not going to be sideways with you when you're coming up there and talking as Solo would want him to be, right? Just because, like, Solo actually kind of subtly tried to accuse him that he was being on your side for a second there, while he was on there. So I noticed that. So again, that's why I was telling him he was doing a fine job, because it's hard walking that middle path, especially when you're fucking with both people. You know what I'm saying? So he has. You can't hold.
And I get it. And I get it. This is the thing. You know what? I could have called him a piece of shit, which I did not. You'll go back. I didn't even. He's saying that I called him an incel. That's complete bullshit. That just shows that the guy is unhinged and not well. You'll see. You'll see. I never called him an like at first.
What did you say to him that got him to blow up on you like that, though?
Dude,
what did you say?
Look at the chat. Nothing much.
What did you actually say? Do you remember what you typed in? Like, it sounded like he was crazy. Like, he went crazy on you.
This
for
is the thing. He was. I think he felt maybe some kind of way because he shared too much during our collab. And then it's like he thinks that I got one up on him. And that's not the case. And I think that he was, feeling some kind of way. And then he was feeling touchy. Whereas the same way I come in always, I came with the same energy. So the person that changed was him.
Okay, hold that thought real quick, please. We have a super chat from Yo Fam. Shout out to Yo Fam with the $2 super chat. Let me pull this up real quick. Yo Fam says, not Duke's job, your husband's job to step up for you. So that's what Yo Fam says. And then are you amused? Well, that's Just Jay. Just Jay said I'm getting treated like dark meat on the side. Yeah, like, what's going on, bro? That's what I'm saying. Y'all both came at me sideways during this. What's his name? Solo called me out saying I'm caping for you. I'm taking her side, taking Moxie's side, blah, blah, blah. Moxie saying I'm compromised. What part of the game is this, y'all? Like, how are y'all coming at me? I'm doing the best job I can personally. Like, what are we doing out here?
But this is why the thing. I don't give a shit. You're the one that told me to call in. That's the thing. You're trying to trick me into, like, reacting to some bullshit that's beneath me. And now I'm having somebody in the chat that doesn't know shit about me telling him, oh, it's my husband's job. Like, my husband's a litigation attorney. You think my husband's gonna hop in and fucking start, like, what? Arguing with some fucking dustball?
I'm not trying to trick you into anything.
Moxie, Moxie. I think that's too far. I don't think he's trying to trick you. Because, like, genuinely, like, Solo TV's blow up is crazy. Like, that itself warrants a video. Because, like, you can't just have a cool conversation with somebody and then turn around and have a blow up like that. Because he said some foul.
And I agree.
Shit. So so LT's not trying to trick you or anything like that. He's doing the video because he genuinely wants to know. Like, Moxie, he fucks with you, and clearly he fucks with Solo. I mean, even though, like, I think he's a clown, and that's for me, not LT. I think you a clown, Solo. I know you watch it, boy. All right, listen, this is what it is. But he, at the end of the day, we just gotta. He's not trying to. This
is just something that
he's just trying to get to the bottom of it. That's it.
I personally think that the person was having a really bad day. Maybe he felt some kind of way after our interview. I think that I treated the man with respect. I think he was also triggered regarding the Jeannie Mai thing. Because all of a sudden he's talking about, like, black men don't get respect, this and that. It's like, dude, what?
Listen, but there's some credence to that, because even now you're calling me, you're questioning what I'm doing on my platform when all I'm doing is trying to look out for all of y'all. Like, that's what I'm like. What part of the game is this? Like, this you just had an interview. Listen, you just had an interview with Solo TV. I reacted to a portion of it. It was a great interview. We're promoting the fuck out of this. People are gonna see it following this moment. This was a great random moment to just have. As content creators, we should be able to stomach moments like this and deal with whatever fucking comments we get as content creators. So this was a good thing for everybody involved, if everybody could handle their goddamn emotions and not get emotional. Like, so I'm looking at this, I'm like, what are we doing? This was organic content. This wasn't, we're setting up some bullshit fugazi ass fight. We're doing the WWE shit. Angry Man Randy Savage. We're not doing none of that bullshit. So I'm like, we're holding everybody accountable. We're addressing the points as a community. So what is the problem with that? Somebody said in the chat earlier, this was a setup. They thought that Solo was getting set up. I'm like, y'all, we're all doing this shit on air. We're all saying these things with our chest out. How could we not be accountable for our words and our actions? And I'm not going to take the stance of, oh, I'm burying somebody else if I'm cool with both of y'all. We could just put it on blast and be like, you were wrong here. You were wrong here. Can we apologize? Oh, okay, we can't. We're going our separate ways. Cool.
Bro, I'm just finding out about this now because like I watch almost every one of LTTV's shows, so like it's just a coincidence that I'm here. But I saw the topic and it's like, oh, what's this? Solo, Solo's back from the shadows. Hey, Solo, I ain't seen a video. Your last live stream was a month ago, buddy.
Okay, this is the thing. I'm the one who was cursed the fuck out. Okay, you don't have any footage.
Wild.
Hold on. Let me finish. I'm the one that was cursed the fuck out, okay? It sounds really trashy, okay? You don't have footage of me cursing somebody like that out, right? Thing is, I'm just like, look, the guy was having a bad day. He showed his true colors. I'm just like, whatever. What I said to him, I said a couple of things to him, several things to him. Is it so bad? No, and not in my opinion. If you want to know what it is, please go look at the chat. Like,
can you paraphrase it? Can you paraphrase it so we have an idea?
I think he was like talking about some stuff, and I was like, I was just talking to people in the chat. I was just talking to him, and then I think I said like something like, oh, that this is some simp shit or something. Like, that's how I talk that's how I talk like with LT. That's how I talk at Duke Check. Like it's not like I went after him personally. And what happened is he took that as a personal jab, overreacted, and it just was a giant misunderstanding. And then what happens, it seems like with these content creators, is like everybody's so scared of looking some kind of way. It's just ridiculous. People don't act like that in life. And it's just like, it was not a good look for him. And I feel bad for him. It sucks. Do I want to talk to him? Not really. Not because I'm upset with, I just think it's pathetic. You know what I mean? It's like he clearly was lying.
Bro, he's desperate. He's a desperate man. It is what it is.
Yeah, and it's just like whatever. He's not on my level.
Listen,
so I'm
I know y'all think I hate this dude. And it's not like hating is like it's a strong word. I wouldn't use that. It's more of you kind of just how you just know somebody, right? Because I did a video on this dude a while ago, like a long time ago. He's still salty about that, right? The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm not surprised he blew up on Moxie the way he did. Like, he has a history of doing this. He did this with Alpha Male Strategies. That's why Alpha Male Strategies low-key stopped fucking with him, all right? And he started doing all these other people, and all because it was something ridiculous, too. It's because Alpha Male Strategies didn't do a shout-out or something like that. It was something weird. I'm going to have to go back and review that video, but it was something trivial, okay? The fact of the matter is he even went on a nobody channel, right? They had like 30 subs at the time, and he was on that dropping the F slur. I sent you that link, LT. You can just go watch it on your private time.
Oh, shit in the back there. I forgot about that. Okay.
He was going crazy talking about how he's the big boss. I'm like, yo, these guys barely have a fucking channel. You got 50,000 subscribers. You over here screaming at him about how great you are. It was crazy, and all over like a freaking photo they had of him. That that dude off of Dragon Ball Z, Mr. Popo.
Yeah.
They had a photo of him.
They had a photo of him doing what? I'm so lost.
They say he looks just like Solo.
Oh, they're dissing. Dissing. He looks like Mr. Popo, bro. Mr. Popo is as black as the screen, bro. They're Jesus Christ. Seahorse says y'all are helping red pillars with the gaslighting. I don't know. What do you mean by that? TaylorMade says fresh CEO endorses Solo, so he's trash. Y'all need to understand that Solo was part of the early red pill manosphere phase. He said he jumped ship at some point when he realized that they were being unaccountable and dusty. But he put fresh and fit together.
He did.
Okay, I need to say something about that. Time out before I forget.
It's in your interview, Moxie.
Hold on, you guys, please. So when I was in Solo's chat, right, and I went in to show support, okay? If I knew that homeboy was gonna be acting like a straight bitch, I just wouldn't have gone in. Like there's no point. So anyway, one thing he did was very weird was he mentioned in the interview that he, had left the manosphere, and you know what? He exposed a lot of them. Honestly, he gave me some very good tea. So shout out to you. What I think is weird though, and why I think he's a grifter, is he said, "Why the fuck is this bitch doing in a red pill chat?" Talking about his red pill channel. So I don't know if SoloTv, needs to take some mood stabilizers or what, but it's just
he's always been like this. He's always
like,
been
I don't do that. I keep it 100,
and
I just know where I stand. I don't like those people.
That's why, because I would expose that.
Moxie, hold on, Duke. I can't sit through this right now and not do this. Moxie, could you admit that you rub some people the wrong way?
You know what? I don't really care, because the thing is that I'm a strong woman. People have a problem with that, but you know what? The people that love me, they love me and they fucks with me. Okay. I stand where I stand, and it's like, whatever, man. At least you know where I stand, and hey, I can be very charming, and when I want to be, and then I could be a bitch when I want to be. I'm a straight shooter. That's what it is. I'm not going to just kiss somebody's ass or walk on eggshells to make them feel comfortable.
So do you understand that I both of you guys both acknowledge that y'all have self-awareness and y'all know who you are and what y'all are doing, but you guys are both standing on your actions. So at this point, there's nothing to be done here. It doesn't seem like y'all are going to get back cool again. People are talking about no accountability, blah blah blah.
I don't think Solo.
Who cares?
We're all in this. Listen, we're all in the same community. We're all in the same Discord.
By the way, I can't really see you. But who cares, dude? This online shit. These people who cares? You know what I mean? A lot of them are
Solo cares, Moxie. Solo cares.
I don't care. Well,
you listen to him. You heard him last time he was on. He said he's got nothing now. Okay, this is his life. That's why he comes up here and pretends to be a big shot, because he's got nothing. Okay, this is what he is. Okay, so everything is big for him online. It is what it is, Moxie.
Right, and
so
look,
for you, it's trivial. For him, it's everything. Okay.
Right, and look, I treated the man with respect. If you want to go see the interview, it was a great interview. The fact that he turned like that, it's disappointing, but it's like, okay.
You're not getting that footage, by the way. He deleted
But hold on a second. LT, why aren't you acknowledging the fact that he's saying, hey, I left the manosphere, blah, 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 this, and then he's going on his channel saying, what the fuck is this bitch doing in a red pill chat? Which one is it?
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hello.
Oh, wait. Is that in the video? Was that in the video I reacted to? Did he do that? Was that in the two? Did he say that in the 3 minutes? He said that on air. He said that, right? He said that on air with us.
He said that on fucking air, okay?
He said, what are you doing?
Dude needs to get laid. I'm sorry,
when he was explaining it to me, he said a man's space. Men need to be comfortable. He said a man's space or men's. Either way, it was like a man's. Yeah, he pulled the MTR.
What the fuck is she doing in a red pill chat? I'm on my Tommy shit. All this shit. Even after we had that conversation about how these men treat black women very poorly, and just women also very poorly. He doesn't like black women. Come on.
By the way, that's the same criticism he's levying against me, because I didn't call Melanie King out her name when she was on my show, the same way he called out Moxie. So because I didn't treat Melanie King the same way he treated Moxie, that you guys saying the exact same way you guys found appalling, right? I'm a simp, right? That's just crazy. Like, this man doesn't realize, again, he has no self-awareness whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. This show was supposed to be a 2-part show. This was supposed to be Cynthia G and Oshay Duke Jackson as well. This was supposed to be a 2-part show. I'm gonna change the title, y'all. So if y'all are waiting for the Oshay and the Cynthia G part, we're gonna do that in another stream. This stream has taken over everything for this. So Moxie, where do we stand right now?
Where do we stand with what?
Where do we stand with me and you? You seem a little bit pissed off at me.
No, this is the thing. Like, we're cool. I'm just like, I'm just a little bit shocked that, you're like, well, what did she do to be talked to like that? First of all, the way he spoke to me is disgusting and it's low level shit, and you cannot normalize that. That's fucking straight up crackhead bum ass behavior. So he exposed himself to be a piece of shit to the world. And that shit is on, like, that's the thing, like, this stuff lasts forever. That's why I didn't really, want to call in and really discuss this too deeply. Like, if he would have showed his face, I would have discussed it. But look, we're fine. We're fine. Okay. We're good.
All right, let me read this Cash App real quick.
But for you to tell me like, oh, that I rub people the wrong way, like, please send me a list to those people and I'll let you know if they're worthy or not. Because sometimes these people are fucking whack.
Yeah, no,
so
I'm
don't
just
give a flying fuck what they think.
I asked questions to Solo and you to make sure that you guys understood that you are self-aware in how you guys maneuver the space sometimes. But you said you don't give a fuck because you don't give a fuck about their you guys are you're both self-aware.
Some people I do care. Some people I do care. Some people, you have to understand, I mean to some of those people because I don't like them and they're fake.
Why was he hinting at the fact that you're not black? What's up with
I fucked up my representation of that. Aren't you like a third black or something? My bad for cutting you off.
Listen, I'm Dominican. What I don't understand is why
that's crazy.
He's using the race card now and then yet saying he's on some Tommy shit and he's always taping for fucking snow bunnies. You see, what he's doing is trying to get black people to he's trying to pander to black people, trying to get the black vote. And honestly, black people should feel insulted because he's trying to basically
bigging up Obsidian, by the way. Obsidian.
Yeah,
somebody who basically talked about Pearl being his virginal queen. Let that sink in. I'm just let that sink in.
I don't understand the Obsidian references. I was confused with the Obsidian references. But let me get to this Cash App real quick. C Miles hit me with a $5 Cash App. He said, "You've earned it. Love from Brooklyn." Shout out to C Miles with the $5 Cash App. My bad. I cut off somebody's point.
I'm getting rich.
All right. So someone said review the full video. I don't have the full video yet. I'm going to leave this one the fuck alone.
And another thing about me, guys, another thing that I want to make clear is that I don't start fights, I don't start battles, but I sure as hell end them. I promise you that. So that's all I got to say about that.
Not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Listen, you have to do what you have to do, bro. I mean, just even breaking it down, like, again, like, I know Moxie, when he's talking to Solo, it's gonna seem like he's on Solo's side. And even when he was kind of like trying to press Solo a little bit, Solo tried to accuse him of being on your side. You gotta understand what position he's in. It's tough, but he has good heart for it. It's all good. But I personally see, this is why you gotta have me on there, because I don't give a fuck about this nigga. I already know he's so you need somebody who's already at that end. I ain't trying to play neutral, nigga. I don't like you. All right, listen. I came in fair though. I came in fair. You gotta admit that I came in fair. The only answers I wanted was to why he decided that behavior, if he thought it was okay to speak to somebody like that, right? I mean, again, that's a fair question. I didn't come in insulting him, and then when I pressed him further, he went to say, "Oh, I don't respect you." It was all a cop out to not answer the question. Again, he didn't hold himself accountable, and Moxie, you kind of you didn't really paraphrase well what you said to him exactly. So I don't know what exactly went on your end.
Why does it even matter? Why does it even matter? Did I call them the N-word? Did I call them the way?
I don't listen.
Doesn't matter.
No. That's not the point, though.
Unnecessary.
But that's not the point, Moxie. The point is, the fact of the matter is, the way he spoke was crazy, especially someone who was talking about he was working on something. Like that's not okay. And that was like my
Oh,
main thing.
I
Otherwise, I wouldn't give a shit about this. Like, when have you ever seen me talk about Coke? I mean, that was last year. Like, Solo's old news. Like, no one talks about Solo. I mean,
It's a shame. It's a shame because it wasn't a good look for him. I honestly feel bad for him. I hope he gets help because the dude has a really big ego.
Okay, so I have the comment on the screen. He put it on the screen while he was saying it. You said, "Bruh, are you drunk?" She played herself by airing out the details of the relationship like this. She prob caught this dude bottom squealing with a dude on top. So you were pretty much going at the content that he was talking about because you were talking about
You're not understanding. This is the thing. You can't really. I think that this is a little bit disingenuous. I'll tell you why.
How?
You're just pulling
Moxie, pause, stop, and take a breath and listen because you're listening right now to come at me. You didn't understand what I was saying, and you're getting defensive before I can finish the point. I'm telling you the point that he pulled up on the screen where he snapped. Your comment was going at the content. It wasn't personal. It was saying she played herself by. That's what I'm saying. You're too quick to be defensive, Moxie. Chill right now, jeez.
No,
you gotta relax.
Actually, but that's the whole thing. Is that was the whole time of this.
No, but you know what?
And now you're making me relive this fucking bullshit. This guy. You know what this is? This is disgusting.
Solo, if you're listening, this makes you look extra bad, bro. She wasn't even coming at you. She was coming at your fucking talking point. That's crazy to me that you reacted in that manner, bro. Like, you don't realize that even the proof makes you look bad. And you deleted the whole live stream, my nigga. Hey, LT, you're not seeing this tape back, bro. I'm telling you. That's crazy. She's not even coming at you personally, but you went at her husband. You went crazy, bro, at her. She went at your talking point. Come on, bro. You want to talk about emotional? That's wild.
It's just absurd, you guys. It's insane. It was like after I sat down with him for 2 fucking hours and we had an amazing conversation and you know what I mean? It's just, I've never witnessed anything like it. And he just proved all of the things that I came at him with. He just proved that he's exactly that. And, anybody that's in the manosphere, and Black Pillar, dude, you need to leave if you actually want to have a relationship with a woman and not have to pay for sex or,
That's such an outrageous response.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's great. Like, this thing ain't changed for shit.
If you want to do better in life, with your dating options, you really and truly have to check out of the manosphere and the red pill space, because if you don't already have their problems, you're just going to be inheriting their problems and their talking points, and you're going to start thinking like them and get further and further away from a happy relationship. The manosphere, red pill space, and even those that don't claim it, that still handle their platform that way, They really got to reevaluate, because it's keeping them single, and people that subscribe to that shit, it's keeping them dusty, it's keeping them adversarial. I don't know how much more times I could say this shit, but they have to understand there's ways to navigate situations. There's ways of dealing with people, especially people that you're cultivating relationships with. After this, y'all, if y'all have not seen the interview, go watch the interview with Moxie and SoloTV, and then you'll be even more perplexed about how the hell did this happen. Because I was already confused watching it. Then I watched the interview and I was like, how did this happen? It just seems so perplexing, especially with the things that were said in the interview. I'm like, this is just bad. But nonetheless, good content from both of y'all. This was a good interview. Not much more for me. Do y'all have any last words before we sign off?
No, I just got to say that obviously I know Solo, you gonna stay single, big boy. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, keep this attitude up. Ain't nobody coming close to that. But I know you, boy. I know you. Hey, listen, he just mad because I been know this is how he act. I been know he was a little hey, come on, little doughboy. Your focus little buddy, and he just tickles a little bit. Hey, listen, it's okay, Solo. It's okay. You got your fifis hurt. I get it, bro. This shit just makes you look way worse. But hey, again, I just want to let people know this ain't the first time this dude has been like this. I've been exposing for this nonsense a long time ago. He is prone to radical emotional outbursts. He needs needs therapy. If you hear this nigga go on YouTube or somebody else's channel and talking about he working on himself, that's a goddamn lie. He ain't working on himself. He needs to see a therapist and somebody to be watching. He a social worker watching his ass. That's what it is. But I digress. Shout out to you, LT. I appreciate you having me on. Thank you. Moxie, again, I appreciate you. Y'all take it easy.
Shout out to Duke. See, this is rough. I try so hard not to laugh at the jokes, bro, but they're jokes. I'm not trying to shit on Solo. Moxie, any last words before we check out?
Yeah, next time maybe ask, hey, Moxie, are you okay? Because this dude went in. So
Moxie, it's the internet.
Exactly. So then why are we fucking talking about this? Fuck that pussy ass bitch. Let's move on. I don't have time for this shit.
All right?
Thank you so much for the PR. Solo, go do a couple of sit-ups, you dusty motherfucker.
Fuck. Yo, oh my God. All right. Not trying to make Moxie relive this moment 10,000 times because, so certain things bother certain folks. But y'all gotta understand. I don't think y'all understand. Let me make it clear to y'all real quick, so y'all don't act like, because y'all got me all the way fucked up. Hold up.
We're in a different era. Get over it. Whoa!
I had folks from my chat in a bitch ass niggas chat. I had folks that I took my time to follow back on Instagram. And I don't follow back any of you motherfuckers on Instagram. Fuck y'all. Stay off my Instagram. I had motherfuckers that I took the time to follow back. And these motherfuckers were in a chat with a bitch ass nigga talking all the mess about me. Calling me zesty, putting the zestiest shit in the title. One of Anton Daniels' pussy ass underlings. That's who. I'm not giving them a free clout. So I had people doing that, and I'm sitting back and I'm like, oh, this is what's going on? Got some traders, a bunch of agents. I was a little annoyed, but nonetheless, I'm like, this guy's full of shit. He's talking shit. This is the internet. This is what it comes with. People are gonna talk shit, even if it's slanderish or slander-ish. What the fuck was I trying to say? Nonetheless, that's why I'm like, I'm replaying this. This might piss Moxie off. I don't mean Moxie any harm when I play this footage, but this is on the internet. This is what we do as public figures, as people that speak about this shit. So he crossed lines, but this is publicly available, or it was publicly available. It was, but he took it down. He deleted the footage. Or he put it on private.
I've seen him do it.
When you're demonetized like that, I get it. I get the play. You put it on Patreon. Y'all go subscribe to SoloTV's Patreon, $5. I'm not getting the footage. I'm not reacting to it. I'm leaving it alone. Y'all want to see the full this is going to work out for both of them. Y'all want to see the full interview with them? See the things that SoloTV spoke to Moxie, because he opened up about the things in his personal life, so y'all can get some perspective. Go watch Moxie's video, the full interview. If y'all want to see what happened, go to SoloTV's Patreon and go get that. I'm not going to sit here and criticize niggas for not doing shit like this, and then when I do it and it doesn't go so smoothly, I'm like, oh my God, we shouldn't have done this. Nope. If our YouTube friendships and relationships can't survive a little bit of accountability and being called out in front of the folks that we perform in front of, then I don't know what we're doing here. Not everything should be happening. They always talk about, I'm going to hold them accountable. I'm going to hold everybody on this platform that's a public figure accountable, but my friends, I'm going to give them a phone call, and it's only going to be that. It's not going to be on air. We're not going to air out these things. We're not going to talk about them. We're going to act like they never happened. I don't subscribe to that. I'll be a hypocrite because we call out other people. So I felt the need to do this. It would have been hidden if I didn't record this shit while it was still live, but this was egregious in my opinion. This was an inordinate reaction to that, but you know, everybody handles situations differently. That's what it comes down to. So anybody that's lost, anybody that came late, I'm gonna play this one more time because I swear E Black said he was lost. Moxie says I'm messy. This is a part of the business. That's the problem. That's the thing that people don't understand fully. Some of this business ends up getting messy. Light Skin Privilege says I was fair. I felt I was fair. I didn't even want to do this. I'm like, I gotta do this, but a piece of me was like, what direction am I taking? I don't even fucking know because I'm just trying to be a mediator without rubbing people too much the wrong way. But this is what happened. This is what's said. This is what was said on the channel. This is what sparked this whole conversation. Because they did a collab. Everything was cool. Moxie was a mod on her chat. They were having banter. Pause. Someone said pause. I said...
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
Shout out to E Black for hitting the pause button. I said something zesty. I know it, but I missed it. So shout out to E Black. Now, this is what happened.
Okay, Moxie, you know what? Since you want to be unruly, remove your moderator. Bitch, get the fuck off my channel. You fucking unruly ass bitch. Matter of fact, let's get you the fuck away, bitch. Cause you know I'm not gonna, listen, I hate a fucking bitch. After I did you a fucking favor, bitch, you won't come on my channel, bitch, and be disrespectful? See, you just like a Jammy Ma, bitch, because you think you can run a nigga.
Oh, I finally figured out who he was saying. He meant Jeannie Mai, the person he was reacting to. I was like, who? The whole time. Now I finally put it together. My bad. Okay, let me play this.
Fucking favor, bitch. You won't come on my channel, bitch, and be disrespectful? See, you just like a Jammy Ma, bitch, because you think you can run a nigga. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Fucking dusty ass whore. See, this is why I hate these dusty, raggedy-ass bitches that be around bitch-ass niggas that think they can run other niggas. I don't play that shit. Bitch, go suck your husband's dick instead of being in my fucking chat trolling like a fucking thought. Fuck you, bitch. Because at the end of the day, you don't think I would disrespect you in person. I'm down with the smoke wherever I go. This is how I roll. But you think you can become on my channel and you think you Biggie Smalls? No, bitch. You better go to the fucking McDonald's and get some Big Macs and fries with that side order. Because you're not going to get that validation from me here, bitch. You bitches come on my channel, y'all think y'all can talk shit. No, you don't run nothing in this bitch. The fuck you talking about? I went up against Janae. Who the fuck is Moxie Witz? Once again, I went against Janae Amore. Who the fuck is Moxie Witz? Bitch, go suck a dick. Don't say nothing. I will air your ass out the fuck if I have to. I ain't got no problems doing that shit. Fucking $2 whore thinks she can come on my shit, talk shit. You bitches better bow down. This is not a fucking democracy. I'm Kim Jong-un on this bitch. You better recognize that shit. This is SoloTv84. Bitch. I'm on my Tommy shit. Tell that bitch.
What the hell was that?
Yep. He said Kim Jong-un on his dictatorship. What am I doing with this one? Yo, we're not even at 100 likes yet. We are not at 100 likes yet. Shout out to Jay the Informant with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich. Big Ack is here now.
Did I miss any super chats? Let me make sure. Before I wrap up the show, let me make sure I got to all the super chats. I don't think I missed any. I wasn't on point with all of them in like while y'all were like in the moment type shit because we were having conversation. I don't know if I missed one when Duke and Solo were going at it. That was a heated conversation. I missed one for Yo Fam. Shit, what did I miss from Yo Fam? I've scrolled up. I can't see shit. I can't see none of it. What did I miss? Fan funding. Hold on, let me see this. Oh, it's all in here. Okay, perfect. Oh, Yo Fam with the $5 super chat. Okay, my bad, y'all.
I'm getting rich.
You said Solo TV, take the COJ144 approach. Never go back and forth with a woman, especially if you didn't come out of her or going in her. Jesus Christ. Shout out to Anti-Gravity74 with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Anti-Gravity74 says, I don't know the context, but I'll see the replay. Good show, LT. Keep up the good work. The context was just this little clip we had right here. They did a collab. Moxie was working on editing the clips up still, so the collab just came out today. But yesterday, or was it the day before now, they had this argument via his chat section while he was doing a show where Moxie disagreed with some of the statements he was saying about Jeannie Mai, and he snapped and he went off and he cussed her out, and we just witnessed it. And the thing about it, he was talking about black men being vulnerable and opening up in X, Y, and Z. So maybe he was already in an emotional state by opening up, pause. So he was, I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know how to rationalize it. He said he did what he did. He said it was an inordinate reaction. He went a little too far, but he still stands on what he did. He does not want to apologize. He does not give a fuck type shit. So, wait, did I read this one from Brother Jumby? Using black male vulnerability as a reason to crash out on a woman is nasty work, in my opinion. He has no accountability for his own words. I don't remember reading that one.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Brother Jumby. Armani with the $2 super chat says, good job, bro. I missed that too.
I'm getting rich.
Holy. Oh, Rush and Enterprise. What was that? Rush Enterprise Starks with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
What did he say? Salute to Solo TV. He a real one. Sucker free is the campaign. So we had some Solo TV supporters in here as well. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I missed any other ones. We cool, chat? Y'all got words for me? Y'all got anything to say to me before we sign off? Before y'all cook me in the comment section following it? Do y'all have anything to say? Y'all want to call in and have anything to say prior to me wrapping this one up? I'm going to give y'all some time. Get it off your chest. Either call in or say it in the chat. Get it off your chest, chat. What do we got? All right, chat. One's in the chat if you think that Solo was wrong in this situation. Two's in the chat if you thought Moxie was wrong in this situation. Sorry, Moxie. Sorry, Solo, for making a spectacle out of y'all by making it a 1 or 2 battles, but I want to see y'all. I'm thinking it's going to be unanimous, so I want to test it. All right, so we got one spamming in the chat. It's unanimous. They believe that Solo was in the wrong. Duke, multiple votes. What are we doing? Duke got like 6 votes in here. Jeez. You see this? Moxie Wit says, sorry, Solo, you're on probation, bruh. So Moxie said, I'm on probation.
We're putting you on probation. We're putting you on probation.
And this is my issue with Moxie right now. Moxie, we're going to need you to call back in. You're trying to disparage my name. You're trying to disparage my good name. I'm on probation because I said what? See, I don't know if we're joking anymore, Moxie. We used to have this banter where I know when you're joking and you're not. I don't know if you're serious now. It's like... Shit. Yo fam says Moxie want LT to cape for her hard body. That's what I'm starting to think now. That's what I'm starting to think. I'm like, what's going on here? Did I not do... I'm tired of... Okay, you're not calling it. Okay, I get it. But I'm just confused. Did I not do any justice here? Did I not get everything straightened the hell out? Y'all are moving the hell on. Y'all ain't fucking with each other anymore. Good effort by me. Try to hold folks accountable for their actions, chest out, or hide your hands type shit. But I don't know, man. Oh, shit. Jeez, y'all are going off. All right, so Duke want that smoke. Oh yeah, Duke's cooking him in the chat. Yeah, Duke don't fuck with him though. We know this. We know this. My question is, if we're all cool and two people out of the group that we're all cool with have a problem, and the group feels like, okay, somebody may have crossed the line because we're all still part of this group, and is this going to be replicated with others a part of this group? Are we going to treat each other like fodder, like we're just commenters in the comment sections, no name brand ass niggas? Is that what we're doing out here? Or is there a general is there a general respect level and folks just crossed certain lines where it ended up going to where it went? And it was hard to see exactly where it got to the boiling point, but nonetheless, we can clearly see that it went too far from one end, and regardless if anybody thinks that there was disrespect on the other end, we know where it went too far. But I don't know if people expect folks to crash out on some, oh, we riding out on this person. It's not gonna work that way. Because what are we gonna do when Duke, the Don, and Moxie has an issue? What are we gonna do then? Moxie disrespects Duke slightly. Duke takes it a little too far. What are we supposed to do then? We can't have a conversation and hold people accountable and point out who was wrong and who did what to set somebody off. Oh, we're going to have to choose sides and I'm supposed to cook Duke now? That's why I don't get. So when Moxie says probation or I'm doing X, Y, that's where I look at it and I'm like, what are we doing here? And that's why I take issue with that. I really do, because this didn't have to be, like, what are we doing out here? He said the guy is lying. He said he went too far. He ended up admitting it, but does he stand by it? Yeah, he stands by it because everybody does things differently. Mackenzie says she's lying or she's joking. He never apologized to her, though. He's not going to apologize to her. I don't think we can facilitate that. This is YouTube shit. People are gonna get out of pocket. People are gonna do shit. It's like they're not gonna fuck with each other, and that's that at that point. Okay, I'm signing off. The chat's getting a little too wild. I know some people are leaving like
we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
But for the most part, I'm wrapping this up, man. You said just keep it 100. I was 100% authentic about what the hell I thought about the situation. I told both of them what I thought they did wrong in the situation, and I told Solo that he went too far, and that's how you treat a commenter. That's not how you treat somebody that you're building a rapport with and that you did an interview with. But everybody has a different way of handling their platform. Some people are like, fuck that, don't be talking shit, we're cool, we're cultivating a relationship, don't be pressing me in my chat, making me look like I don't know what I'm talking about. So some people have an issue with that. So I understand that at the same time. So that's why when he says he understands he took it too far, but he stands on what he did, it's like that. People just got to accept that for life. Not everybody's going to be me. I'm not going to be them. Not everybody's going to handle it the same way. Everybody to a consensus said Solo lost. Solo was wrong. Everybody believes that. So it's not a big deal. If you were a Solo fan prior to this, you're not going to be a Solo hater after this, I'm sure. I'm sure you're still going to watch the content. If you're a Moxie fan prior to this, you're still going to be a Moxie fan after this, and she probably got some new fans. Who knows? Who knows? Yep, the Discord's going to be real funny now. The Discord's going to... Oh, shit, we have a... I think Solo sent me the file. Oh, hell nah, man. I thought my job was done tonight. Hold up. Hey, yo. Oh, okay, the video's rendering. I should get it in an hour. Okay, I don't know about this. It's the internet, people. That's what Yo Fam said. Yeah, but disrespect is disrespect. You can't tell somebody how to tolerate disrespect. And the thing is, that that would have not got fixed without an apology. And even with an apology, I don't see people coming back from that. Although it's the internet and it's disrespect, you're not gonna hold onto it emotionally because it's just the internet. So it's like, fuck that. You're gonna like Moxie's gonna sleep well at night. I shouldn't say that. I don't know what's going on in their house. Nonetheless, I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't. I don't think you're gonna take it to heart like that because it's the internet. But nonetheless, disrespect is disrespect, and you're not gonna want to platform or be cool with somebody that has those comments towards you and your husband. So I fully understand that. New show in 1 hour. E Black is tripping. Tripping. New show after a 2-3 hour show of this mess. This shit got real messy. I know people are looking at me sideways. People are, man, I know I'm not going to get the full truth. I'm just going to see people moving a little differently now. They're like, LT, why did you have to bring this shit up? You're messy. And I'm like, nigga, this is YouTube. This is what we do, man. I don't know. Jeez. All right, I'm wrapping this one up, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Salute to y'all. Oh shit, we're getting reverb. My bad, I was on mute. Okay, so I want to read this last comment before I'm out. Light skin privilege says they treating you like E-Black. Pick a side. What did I say? I just repeated what I said. I know the mutes are coming in. I just repeated. I read the comment, y'all. I read the comment. Light skin privilege said they treating you like E-Black. Pick a side. Remember when E-Black was getting well, he thought he was getting pressed when it was pick a side type shit. Where we didn't want E-Black to pick a side. E-Black can be cool with whoever he wants to be cool with. It was confusing at that time. We kind of, the atmosphere was kind of like that. It was that. It was that for a bit. It was kind of like that. But I didn't actually want E-Black to choose no goddamn sides. Money Man says LLU. Man, someone, anybody that gets that LT wrong and puts the LL, they're doing it on purpose. Time them out. Time them out, man. Nah, I'm playing. I'm off. We out. Yeah.